Right, let's just make sure this is all the right stuff. Yeah, it's the right mic. So, everybody. So, give me 1 second to get chat up. There we go. You're going to hear me testing it for a brief second. There we go. Right. So, this has just been brought to my attention because I sit and watch a lot of commentary channels, and as a result, this came up to my attention very, very, very rapidly, and I decided to have a look into it. And I feel this needs to be talked about by absolutely everyone in every sphere, because some of the stuff that I've read, like the minute I started reading it, I was like, geez, I need to do something here. Obviously much larger creators than myself and more relevant creators to the subject and sphere, so to speak, have engaged in the discussion already, but I just feel like none of them have actually shown the whole document as they've done so we might be here a hot minute. Yeah, I just feel obliged to share this in a full stream. Whether or not my subscribers are going to care about it, I should hope you would, given the details of what transpires as it goes on. Yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So she starts things off by saying trigger warning. This document also is from, just for context, is from, for those who may not know about the situation, is from ImAllexx's former partner, or at least I hope former partner, based on what I have read. I've not sat and read the whole thing or watched any videos from anyone else on the situation. I just heard about it and was like, yeah, let's have a little read. And so, yeah, that's the whole thing. My heart genuinely, truly goes out to this girl. So, trigger warning. Mentions of sexual assault, suicide, depression, and assault. This is a sensitive subject for me, as I've struggled to figure out how to put it into words. I've been threatened by Alex to not come out with anything at all and to keep quiet, or he will create a contradicting story to discredit my own. But I'm not scared anymore. No matter what is said in response to this statement, I know I've said my piece and can move on with my life. I made this document as a compilation of my experiences whilst being with Alex. So that's been put past tense there, so she's left it in good. Whilst being with Alex, and have put screenshots of these accounts under the corresponding paragraphs. This will be a long one, as I want to start from the beginning so you can understand the full story and heavy burden this has been on me. We had known of each other for years before we interacted, and were seeing each other for a few months before anything were official. We started officially dating in March 17th, 2023, giving each other 100% of our attention, time and effort with no arguments. Already not sounding great. I'd had a very similar experience with something like this. After that, time passed and small things became huge issues, which were over Discord at first. Alex felt that because I'm home all day and work from home, that I would be able to call 24/7 and completely shut out any other social interactions I have with my friends. Yeah, I've been there, darling, as well. These types of people are like that. Or allegedly. I'll have to preface the allegedly part. Not trying to get sued. I'm broke enough as it is. But yeah, these small arguments worsened to the point where he would turn on his camera and start shouting at me on call. He's gone as far as to self-harm at this point. He's gone as far as to tell me to self-harm at this point after I told him about my history prior. This would be accompanied with multiple horrible messages calling me a whore, a bitch, and slimy. He would also tell me that I caused arguments as an excuse for me to leave him, saying, I don't know how I ended up with someone like you. I'm going to get this ready because this is probably going to get a bit heavy. Yeah. So the text is read. Let me see if I can zoom this in. Control Shift. Yeah. Right. I don't know how that's going to affect this, but yeah. So these texts are apparently from ImAllexx and his ex-partner, So I'm with everyone, but I can leave. Don't worry, I'll just go to bed, he said. Okay, she says. Lol, what a day, he goes on to say. Guess everyone has got something better to do. Nobody wants me around, it's class. I love this. I love it. She says, well, really? And then he just starts spam calling her, saying join, or at least that's what it looks like from the context. She calls him a child. You can't give me 10 minutes to calm down and then talk. Perfectly reasonable request, to be honest. Am I a mind reader? You hung up on me before I could say anything. You fucking retard, haha, he says. You knew. Stop calling me shit, Alex, she says. How much that'd piss me off. Cry? I don't care. What a fucker, man. For why? Because I'm in a state. Okay, well, forget it all then. I did all I could. No. I'm just saying that that's blocking that the zoom in was blocking some of it. Forget it all then. I did all I could. No, you literally said, if this is the best you had to offer, I don't know how I ended up with someone like you. Then I guess that's literally it then, considering where I am right now. But you can't do that. He then goes on to, whoa, okay. Hadn't seen these yet. This is a lot of language for someone you supposedly call Snookums. I don't know why I just looked at my mic when I was speaking there, not there. Yeah, idiot, talk. You text like a retard, so call me. You say everything wrong on text. Because you're fucking stupid, so call me. It then goes on to use a lot of profanity. Just the same phrase, fuck you, over and over and over again. Please don't be silly over this. I'm just scared of annoying you. So something's obviously gone on to the point where him getting angry makes her scared. I was fine with today. I'm nearly done and thought you could help with the Hello Fresh stuff. But yeah, just do whatever. I said the other day I wanted you to ask me to come over, etc. And if you don't want to today, let's not do it. Kind of the opposite of what I wanted. So let's leave it. I got stuff to do. I said I want to once your work is done. I asked if I can after. I'm going back to work now. Also, I get that, like, especially given that my channel started to, like, grow quite a bit. Obviously not to the extent of, like, an ImAllexx kind of creator. Or, like, someone like that. But, because of that, I struggled to keep it. Even I struggled to keep up with, like, the uploads, which, if any of my regular subscribers are watching this, sorry that there's not been an except video for a while. I've just been struggling to find or think of a good one. But yeah, I don't see this. I've never gotten this work thing for for like YouTube. Like at the end of the day, especially as someone like a commentary channel, it's easy. Referring to it at work is so cringe. Referring to it as work is so cringe. Like, you get paid an exuberant amount of money to sit in front of a camera and talk. Yeah. So talk later. So incredibly dismissive from him. Seeming how I would read this situation is he's just trying to get her to come help with shit he doesn't want to do. Realistically, that's what I can see that as. And I had a past experience with a previous partner where stuff like this would happen on the regular. You like, so already this seems like a horrifically toxic relationship. So we come down. I literally asked you if I can after your work. Getting mixed signals here. What's mixed signals about that, you fucking knob? No, yeah. She then goes on to say exactly what I was just thinking. Yeah. Yeah, so, well, I am. You can reread and see why. There's no mixed signal. I can come after your work once you aren't stressed out. That's exactly what she said. There's no mixed signal. She just doesn't want to come and help you with your bloody channel, you dingaloid. I'm not being silly. No, and just because you say that, I say I'm scared doesn't mean anything to annoy you while you're working. You didn't listen the other day, I guess, when I told you I wanted you to make me feel like I mattered a little more. Oh, come on. I've heard that one a million times. So can I? Lol, literally the roundabout way of saying, can I not come over today? But putting it in my court. No, that's not what she said. That's not what she said at all. Please stop. Can I come over when you aren't working so we don't repeat yesterday? Yeah, so this is obviously out of context, but you can glean the context very much and pretty easily that evidently the day before they'd had like some mega argument because dude was stressed because of work and they'd argued because of it. So she's trying to avoid a repeat. Yeah, I totally get that. I don't want to piss you off. Don't come over at all. What the actual fuck? That'd be easier, I think. I literally said I'm scared. K. Right, well, anyone who knows me knows that I hate this. I despise this K shit. It's like one more letter to not be like really rude. But obviously, dude's being a knobhead in this situation, so I can kind of get it. But yeah. That's just me though. K just really annoys me. Now this has pissed me off, making it my choice over something already arranged. You asked me to ask more, I just did, and that's a problem. Then trying to back me into a corner, he says. Oh, you know what would be funny, come to think of this? If ImAllexx for bloody copyright strikes this shit. I hope not, but you know. Funny man, I just said I understand you and you said you hate me and goodbye. Have a good day, man. Stop fucking talking over me, you're unbearable to talk to. I can't cope with it, you got what you wanted, see ya. I didn't, I wanted reassurance. I got an argument instead. Damn, I really feel for this girl. I've had to say that, send that message and say that sentence more times than I care for. So that really hurts to read. Please fuck off. I'm annoying for saying I still want to see you. Permanently, which obviously she's replied there before, like before he's gotten to. I said to forget this all and let me see you after you said you hate me. I hate you genuinely. Like, you set this up. Stop, Alex, what the fuck? No, you didn't. What the actual fuck? I don't even want to go with you. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why the fuck are you being horrible? Then I tried cheering you up. Is there some gap in between this? Or is this all supposed to be continuous? 7:20. Yeah, there's some gap. Okay. So, one thing I will say is that is a 7-hour gap between that message. Yeah, I will be honest here. There is, so that's a 4-hour gap, an exactly 4-hour gap. Call me. Is the call me at the bottom of that? No, of course it wouldn't be. Yeah, there's definitely been messages that haven't been shown in this. Not that I'm trying to argue for ImAllexx's defense. The way he's acting already in this without having opened the videos and such is reprehensible. But I do feel like there's some stuff that hasn't been shown, especially with that I called trying to cheer you up. Where is it? And there's big, long gaps. But yeah, calling your bed an annoying cunt isn't the way to go, mate. Yeah, I don't even want to go with you. Fuck that. Then I tried cheering you up. You said I'm annoying. Literally, fuck off. So yeah, it seems obviously. I think there's more to this than is just shown in the document. Obviously, I'm only like 1/10 of the way through it so far, but there is lots of gaps in these screenshots. But obviously, This doesn't show the full context. So, yeah, after screaming at me in calls and disregarding everything I've ever said, he would explain how it is always my fault and that I should apologise, that I should fix it and fight for him, and he has made it worse by completely dehumanising and degrading me. I would get breakup threats because I interacted with my followers' tweets. Oh, so she's got, like, followers and stuff as well, then. So I'll be honest, I don't really pay much attention to ImAllexx. It's, I see his stuff occasionally because of byproducts of other channels that I watch, like Pyro. Oldest Pyro viewer right now. And like Umpaville and shit like that. So I get recommendations of his occasionally, and like I was fully into like the Leafy Sphere, like that kind of pocket of YouTube when I was younger. And so yeah, ImAllexx was very much part of that, like the scarce, all of that kind of era, grade A under A. So I wasn't actually aware of who this girl is, which I should probably Google quickly, so I can just stop referring to her as this girl. I am. But she's apparently got like followers and stuff. Alice Hez, right? Okay, so Alice. Well, try and remember that. I'm rubbish with names. But yeah, so after screaming at me in calls and disregarding everything I've ever said, he would explain how it's always my fault and that I should apologise, that I should fix it and fight for him after he has made it worse by completely dehumanising and degrading me. I would get breakup threats because I interacted with my followers' tweets, which I would then apologise for after he made it very clear he was upset but demands more from me. Alright, so let's break this part down. You, my friend, not my friend, you're a fucking prick. You, my man, are a person of note on the internet. Your partner, seemingly, is a person of note. You interact with your followers. Why is she not able to? You jealous freak. It's part of it, like, it's part of being a personality in any sense, be it the internet or television. You interact with people that are your fans, or your followers or whatever. Even like Instagram people, like, what a fucking knobhead, man. I was going to say, yeah. So, this would be followed by him continuing to call me a bitch and threatening, I'm going to refollow on... I'm going to refollow everyone I unfollowed for you if you're going to be like that. Okay, so, from personal experience, I can talk on this. So, somebody making you unfollow people in a relationship is beyond toxic and will never end well. Ever. So I can actually see both sides of what's happening here, at least from experience, or what seems to be happening. I don't think she should have been making him unfollow people. I think that's kind of crazy. Not that I'm calling Alice crazy, but it is kind of nuts behaviour. Like, yeah, so this is definitely a two-way street. And I would like to see what he has to say about all of this. But, yeah, that... I'm not sure why you're, why you thought you were cooking with this, Alice. Because this actually paints you in a bad light. Why have you made him unfollow people? Unless it was, which, by the way, I found later on he was still interacting with many people he had old relations with, and found him stalking his ex with her old nudes in his phone. This, you kind of have to give him benefit of the... Well, this part, you're going to have to give him benefit of the doubt, because A, why are you going through his phone? Like that's kind of nuts. But also, those could be prior. Like he could have just forgotten about them. Although, no offense, not trying to make physical jabs here, as much as I would. Alex Elmsley's not the best looking lad. Not that I'm bloody gorgeous by any stretch of the imagination. Like, you won't see me on Instagram being like at the beach and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the stalking his ex bit. I don't know what you mean by that. Some context to that would be helpful. Maybe that's about to come, but or maybe it's not. But I'm done with your stupid ass. It is so fucking weird that you pissed me off and you now mad. That you've pissed me off and now you are mad. That you will die for liking that tweet. I shouldn't be laughing. I'm not laughing like with. I'm laughing at how you can talk to a woman like this. You will die for liking that tweet. What a fucking piece of shit. What a fucking insecure little Wojak boy, mate. So I'm gonna refollow all the people I unfollowed for you if you're gonna be like that. Also, I like how dude is telling her in the previous screenshots that she types like a retard, and Alex, you're not much better, bro. Like, you're really not. Okay, you keep calling me shit. I'm done. Go follow them. Bye. Fair response. How do you not understand? I hate you, and how even now you're purposely being so dense because I know you know I'm right. You're just going. My guy, I cannot read this. I'm assuming this is meant to be saying you are just going to be difficult on purpose, because it's what you do. I don't know why you make everything hard. You literally just can't sit here and roll over on something so tiny. Well, now that is very red flaggish language. Sit here and roll over. She's not a dog, mate. She's your partner. Oh, well, she was your partner. I said sorry. Wasn't that what got us here? I'm going to link all of the horrible messages that have been sent to me. They consist of him calling me unlovable, whore, psycho, constantly calls me sick, telling me he doesn't want to be with me, breaks up with me, then takes it back. Then after all those arguments, he apologises and love bombs me for forgiveness. The little bit about gluten was genius. What? I've just seen that out of context of all of the messages. For context, in regards to me, I have depression, and he made it severely worse when he would insult me and make me feel like he doesn't care or love me. I found it hard to stay happy every day dating someone who's said these things so easily to me. Yeah, I've been there, love. Feeling no remorse or guilt. He just flew past the days like nothing ever happened. This was immensely draining on my side. I don't know if this is just a me thing, so I've been scared to talk out about this because I'm worried I won't be easily understood. Well, yeah. I understand you completely, Alice. Not that I think my 636 subscriber channel will reach you. I've just seen his name. I've just seen what his name is. Why is his name saved as that? This might be the best, the best rabbit hole I've ever experienced. Right. Well, that's completely thrown me off. Where was I? But yes, I was saying that I do completely. I'm gonna have to cover that part of the screen, but let's scroll up. Right. For context, in regards to me, yeah, I read this bit. Yeah, so. Well, at least she's got a sense of humour. I'm gonna need a second. Crikey. Right, but yes, so, as I was saying, back on train of thought. Not that I think this will even reach this Alice lady, but no, what you've been through here is totally understandable by some out in the world. I wish it wasn't. I wish that people didn't have to go through things like this, but yeah, you definitely should have said something sooner while it was going on. But yeah, well, right, back to, I'm going to try and not look at it. So, this was immensely draining on my side. I don't know if this is just a me thing, so I've been scared to talk out about this because I'm worried I wouldn't be easily understood, pardon me. People will question why I even stayed, and believe me, I wish I could turn back time. I'm going to stop reading there for a second and just highlight here so I know where I was. Yeah, see, that's the thing with these kinds of relationships, is people don't get why you stay until, like, if they've either never dealt with it themselves or are so gone past it and so over their experience with it, they forget what it's like in the immediacy of that situation. I don't know if that's a word. I'm fairly certain it is. But when the danger is imminent, it still feels real. Yeah, I'm not going to name any names, but the person I've been speaking about, that I went through very similar things like this, I stayed for far longer than I should have. And looking back, do I regret doing so? Yeah, absolutely. But there was always that salvageable hope. Like that hope for salvation. I worded that completely wrong. That you can fix things and they can be how they were at the beginning, where they were basically your world. I know that feeling entirely. And there's a feeling of worthlessness that comes with it, of the, why am I not good enough anymore? Is this my fault kind of thing? And I hope to God what happened to me, where the other person found out that I was having these kind of feelings about that, doesn't happen to her later on in this thing, because that's when shit gets really, really bad. Because then they start using that against you too. And they start telling you, no, yeah, you're not good enough. You're right. You're right for having these thoughts. But yeah, so... But I believed his lies when he apologised to me, and I really tried to believe he would stop going so far if I asked him to. I thought I was good enough for him to stop calling me a whore, or tell me to die, or threaten to leave in any argument. So, it was intentional. As far as I can tell, love, you are also white. Why is this his name? It was intentional. I wanted this to happen. The little bit about gluten was genius. You're a freak because even though you know I called you to buy you your fucking correct food, you hung up on me. Talk about grateful. You got a weird way of showing it. I said thank you multiple times. But you can't get that through your thick skull, so why hang up on me? Wow. When I mistake your shitty attitude for being shitty. You're being so mean for what? You have me like 2 seconds because you're a silly cunt. I was sad. I'm going to sound sad. Talk about kicking someone while they're down. Yeah, totally. like forgive someone for having emotions, right? Like I can kind of see why. If so, what I'm picking up contextually is like she's a celiac or something like that, and he's gone and bought her food because maybe someone's thing. I'm guessing he has some kind of complex where he wants like total appreciation for the slightest thing, but this is the type of behaviour you're supposed to show in a relationship, Chief. You're not even supposed to expect thanks for this, brother. You're supposed to just do this and go, don't worry about it. But you keep talking over me. You're texting. It's impossible. It's impossible to talk over someone when you're texting, bruv. But you keep talking over me. Now you're finding anything to be mad at, so you don't hear shit. Because you said it was my attitude. Alright, Alice. Right, yeah, cool. And this was before I hung up. If this is what you want, I'm mad at you. It's what you want, you're making it. I don't like you, I hate you. I mean, that's just childish, bruv. Chill out. It's not that deep. As I can see from here. You gave her 50 quid for food, bruv. Chill out. You're, as far as I'm aware, you're like a millionaire, I swear. Like, all these crocodile tears about this girl who had, like, this kid who had cancer or something like that, crying on one of your videos, bruv, and you're talking to your missus like this. Dickhead. I don't care. I'm not stupid. I do care. Yes, you are, mate. You're so horrible. You're dumb as fuck. No call for you then. Too stupid to pick up. I mean, this situation, if they got on the phone, I 100% guarantee you that phone call did not end well. I've been in that exact situation too. And you break up during this phone call. And then 2 days later, you get back together. You deserve it. Well, so there's 40 minutes of gap. Assuming this is the same day here, there's 40-minute gap between these texts. So again, I am going to levy the fact that of what I'm reading and stuff is all allegations. Because yeah, I do think that this is a little suspicious. This is very reminiscent of the Seth the Programmer incident, which anyone who watched my... I'm sure anyone who's on my channel that has watched my Artemis versus Meron video, chances are you heard about the Seth the Programmer incident and how that got disproven. This does seem very, very, very suspicious to me. A 40-minute gap between the same screenshots. Especially when right here... In fact, let me get this up on my phone. Because I have recently switched to iPhone. Although I don't think I've exchanged enough texts with anyone on the new phone yet to see. I text my sister. This should be able to show if I like scroll it up. Yeah, it does. Okay, cool. So, I don't know if it will show on screen, but you see how the blue on the top is showing up? Like, even there. She has very intentionally left part of her message out there, by the looks of it. Because you deserve it. That is obviously really fucky language. Like, you shouldn't be saying that to someone. But... on the same token, I would quite like to know what you've said here, love. So I hope that that's part of Alex's response video, because there's no way with all the like everyone and their mother talking about this. Quite literally, imagine we get a Pyro's mum response on this video. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, but I am very sus, as the kids would say, of this. I don't like that at all. And the 40-minute gap. But yeah, you deserve it. I'm done with you. I don't actually care. I don't deserve it. I genuinely think I've completely fallen out of love with you because you simply just don't try. So here, this is where things should have gone. Okay, yeah, wow. Okay, I tried so hard. God, I feel for this girl. I feel so much for this Alice girl, man. Was going to say something on call, but you keep hanging up. Bro, you just said you don't love her anymore, mate. Essentially. Why are you trying to call her? Leave me alone, I'll get my dad to pick up my things. I think you got what you wanted. You got what you wanted, she says. Woman, you are crazy. You said to break up, you wanted it. I do. I don't want to be with you, you're too much work. I changed and tried, and you're stressing me out. Right, so here is another key problem. If you get with someone, and either one of you tries to change something about the other person, why are you trying to be together? You're supposed to get with someone. Obviously, I have my own beliefs, like religiously and things like that. That the whole relationship stick, I don't think that's good at all. It leads to things like this. But yeah, there's I've lost my train of thought there. Yeah, when you're trying to change something about someone that you're trying to be with, why are you trying to be with that person? You're trying to turn them into something they're not at that point. You're supposed to be with a person that blends with you and is able to recede, both the man and the woman, not just a man dominate a woman kind of thing. You're supposed to be able to go, oh, okay, yeah, you like this thing? Doesn't particularly interest me, but you do you. Not, oh, you like this thing? Yeah, you're not allowed to like this thing anymore. If you want to be with me, you can't like this thing anymore, or you can't do this thing anymore. Like, that seems very much what has gone on in this context. You're too much work. I changed and tried, and you're stressing me out. My best. You hung up on me a day after this. Okay, when I say I changed, this was because Alex had a very big issue with me when I sounded sad. If I woke up upset after I explained to him that I'm depressed, I had to calmly approach him and watch my tone when I couldn't even get out of bed. I end up hanging up if he reacts badly and screams at me because I'm fed up with the abusive screaming and I'm tired. Yeah. What other response are you supposed to have to that? Like, really? Like, personally, I'm not one that believes in this whole depression shtick, but obviously you can be depressed without having depression. Like, I think the two things have become very, very conflated in the modern age. Maybe that's a controversial take. I don't know. But I do. I'm not going to sit here and just be like, I'll go do some push-ups, you'll be fine. But absolutely there is a problem with, like, the terminally online and people that don't go out and socially interact, because being on a Discord call with your friends, as great as it is, isn't true social interaction. And it tends to even still result in a feeling of loneliness. And of course, exercise does create and producing endorphins for you and all of the happy chemicals. So yeah, it's a very solvable thing if you can actually put the work in. But disregarding my own thoughts on this, I explained to him that I'm depressed. I had to calmly approach him and watch my tone when I couldn't even get out of bed. I end up hanging up. Yeah, I read that part already. So, Monkus. What are these names that she keeps changing him to, by the way? Mr. Gamer, thank you very much. So sorry if you left that comment beforehand. Yeah, it's absolutely atrocious behaviour, to be honest. I'm trying to approach it with a bit of devil's advocacy in a way. Like, I'm not trying to jump on some form of pitchforky bandwagon, just, let's go get ImAllexx, because at the end of the day, if I wanted to do that, I could find him. Like, He lives in England as far as I'm concerned, so do I. I'd be able to find him if I wanted to. But no, I think it's a very important subject to talk about because one, this is a subject that is very, very close to my heart. The moment I read, I think I only got like we're now at a point where I haven't even read. But it is definitely something that needs to be out there and be seen 100%, regardless of how anyone feels on the matter and any truth of the matter. But this is, at least it will be out there. I hadn't seen anyone go into detail reading the whole thing, so I figured I'd do so that if people maybe couldn't be bothered or didn't know, which by the way, the link to the whole document, the whole Google Drive thing, is in the comments if you guys want to have a look at this for yourself. I forgot to say that at the beginning, although it's literally in the first line. So, but yeah, and you kept changing the goalposts. Again, she's very deliberately cut one of her messages here, so I'm not sure about that. But his behaviour here, immediately, I can't imagine she said anything there that excuses this. In fact, nothing excuses this. Like, you're supposed to care for this girl, mate. And you kept changing the goalposts for no reason. You were denying it. So, sorry if I grammatically correct things as I say them from these texts, but bad English really frustrates me. And, like, my brain, as I've grown up, has learned to automatically correct things. So, send you that. Yeah, so imagine I say I'm sad and I got this. So some context would have been nice there. Like, imagine I say I'm sad and I got what? Like, he hasn't said anything at this point. But yeah, so fuck off, I CBA, I literally conceded because it's fucking pointless. Conceded? You're not debating her, mate. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's a lot of things with things like that. Like I'll admit, in the relationship that I may occasionally refer to in this, which I won't name the girl, but I was no saint in that relationship either. I will never sit and say that I was. But yeah, I was certainly never like this. Yeah. And yeah, the punk duck, the whole punk duck thing was crazy. I do remember that vaguely. But yeah, so that's a lot of profanity, swearing at her, trying to put her down. You've said you could have said sorry straight away. I don't know if that's supposed to be "oh my god, I did" or "on God, I did." Too many like abbreviations and stuff like that in the modern day for me to get through. But I'm going to assume "oh my god" because British people don't really use "ONG" for "on God." I didn't. You denied it a lot. As soon as I realised you were being a freak. This geezer's such a prick. Oh my god. I said sorry. Yeah, and have you apologised for this yet, mate? Like, why are you talking to her like this? I was literally asking you questions. Literally, bro thinks he's leafy. And you keep going silent. You kept going silent. I'm not stupid. Deal with the consequences of being a cunt to everyone. There you go. Stand up for yourself, girls. That is one thing I will always say. Anytime I have clicked on an ImAllexx video, he always gives off such cunty vibes. I've never, like, there's always been something that ain't quite sat right with me. I didn't know if it was the way his mouth was shaped and he just looked like someone you want to chin. I don't know what it is, but it's something always been really off about him, to me. I don't know if it's the overconfidence that he's always had, like, for no reason or whatnot, while sitting behind a desk. It's very keyboard warrior energy he's always had. But yeah, deal with the consequences of being a cunt to everyone. Yeah, you tell him, girl. But what is that about? You're a fucking moron, mate. Can stay blocked. Right, so on this subject, this back and forth blocking shit, I have been here, and if you don't actually keep each other blocked, it just makes it worse. Like, and the personal experience I have, blocking doesn't help. They're just gonna put their phone, like, to this day, I still get calls from this person, like, on unknown numbers, because I'm not the most tech savvy person in the world. And I'll get calls from unknown numbers and just hear breathing, and like fucking, like kind of shit. But yeah. So yeah, I won't have to. I won't be listening. You just see me as an enemy. Let's leave it there. I'm not a cunt. I don't know you. We barely know each other. Goodbye. This. Yeah. Yes, he has, Mr. Gamer. Like, there's always just been this. He, like, exudes this aura of false superiority. Whereas, yeah, like, for what reason? You would get flatlined if you spoke to anybody like the way you do in your videos to someone in real life. I would love to have him speak to me like that, mate. Literally, next Misfits boxing event, me versus ImAllexx. So someone hit up JJ, like KSI and that. I'd love to knock that geezer out. But yeah, yeah. For some reason, none of this reads as surprising. Like, yeah. So domestic abuse. We're gonna get to that in a sec because I think that I don't know if she's gonna provide reference points because there's also. I've got it up in a folder over here. There's also like videos, and it seems like an audio file as well. But I don't know if there's specific points that I'm supposed to watch this. At the end of the day, obviously domestic abuse is fucking horrible. Sorry for any of my current of my normal viewers that are watching this that hear all this language that I'm using. This is probably one of the few unfiltered streams that I've done. Not normally I'm very composed and try to minimize the swearing and stuff, but this is a very emotional subject for me, and you're getting a lot of not to say like the real six because like the real six parts because I'm not faking my thing. I just make it easier to listen to, you know, like I'm still me. But this. Very much is a case of someone showing the world something that they are not. Like, obviously, allegedly, again, we're probably missing some context. But I don't think any amount of context can make up for the way that this geezer's speaking to her. Like, at all. There's no way. But, yeah, so where were we? Here we go. So... the conversation seems to go back to just normal conversation after this. What the fuck happened to you? Have you got a mirror? All I did was say, oh, no, that's not it going back to normal. That's her. That's such a shit response. But yeah, what the fuck happened to you? Have you got a mirror? Thumbs up. All I did was say I'm upset. I literally said, stop this. 2021, so stop this. Have I been reading these the wrong way round? Because that stop this seem no, because there's a whole long string of messages there. So again, she's cut something here. But okay, yeah, no, you could have listened. You should have listened and not shouted and denied in the beginning. Keep me blocked. You said shitty things. I don't want to talk right now. Sorry. Give me space, please. You are single, like properly. I'm done. I wanted 10 minutes. What the fuck? Seriously, this. I can't do it. I didn't do anything. I can't take it, it looks like you said there. Which she's also cut off for some reason. Yeah, it's like, it's horrible to read, and I'm sure it's horrible to listen to. Especially as someone who's dealt with a very, very thing. Yeah, I don't know what the order is, but because this is the official document. This is the document straight from Alice. I got it from another creator who sent me on Discord, and yeah. So I would imagine she's put them in the right order, and that she's not put them right to left like a manga. Like, because I can't move them. I can't imagine thing. Why are you telling him you love him? So talk to me later if you still care. You're breaking my heart. Wish you could have just spoke to me with no arguments. I didn't want it to get this big at all. I didn't even want it to be a thing. I got sad my boyfriend raised his voice. Like, it really led to you leaving me. I know I'm blocked. I'm just talking to myself. I'm sorry. Goodbye. I love you a lot. I love you. Here. So that's at half. So he's now just unblocked her 2 hours later. And why have you cut this at the top? Yeah, no, these have to be in the same order, because in the right order, because look at the timestamps. 033, 044, 21, 21, 22, 28. So left to right is the correct order. So she's very deliberate, or maybe it wasn't deliberately. Let's also give her the same benefit of the doubt. Maybe she's not intentionally doing it, because it also looks like he said something really shitty here that she's missed. So I think she's just trying to draw the focus to the main things. But yeah, I don't know. I think it is. Let's look in the files. Is there a chat log in the files? Because that is a thing you can do. What's this? You won't leave me alone. Ah, that's also a video. Oh, fuck me. Right, well, we're here and we're open at this. Alice, please unblock me. I'm crying so much. This is awful. Can I say goodbye? You mean so much to me. I have to say goodbye. I thought when you left, because I thought we'd fixed it. And now I won't even have a chance. I didn't as a voice note. If we can't even call, fuck, please, anything. If you could see me, you'd know. I'm not fucking you around. I'm not lying. I'm just broken. Alice, please don't let it end like this. Hey, I sent you a message on Facebook. You haven't opened them. Okay, this is really stalky. I don't know if that's intentional or not. I don't want to have to bump you on socials. Facebook, hello, can you see this? If so, please reply. Unblock me on Facebook and let's talk about yesterday properly. I won't call you or anything. I can send voice notes if that's what you need. I'm trying to make this work. I will compromise if I have to. Please don't make me feel stupid for sending these, because it really is the last time. I can't do this after today. I never wanted to be the ex who sent loads of messages, but you left without having a proper conversation with me. So it just feels so unfinished. I don't know how you can do the no contact thing or why we haven't called. I can't get my head around it at all. You're not going to open these, and I'm tired of waiting around for months. I really tried. These are the last messages I'll send, so I'll put everything out there. I'd rather do this as a voice note, so I'll send it on Instagram to the Beat account. It's like my only option now for closure. Actually, no, I can't believe I'm fucking doing this. There's nothing I can say or do. I reread our messages, me asking how you're doing. You didn't care that I was trying. The last 3 months have been so weird. Yeah, this is really horrible, mate. I've just seen your thing, Mr. Gamer. This is diabolical. I wish you had broken up with me to my face and spoke to me, and it was done clean. I hate reading our messages of me begging for you just to acknowledge me. There's not been any of that. There's not been any of that. So, either he's trying to gaslight her here, or she has really cut shit out. Those are the two options here. But he's saying, I hate reading our messages of me begging. So, no abuser can think that they can convince someone that they were begging for you to acknowledge them. So I will say that I do think she, given the timestamps and stuff, I do think she is cutting things of the messages, but that doesn't excuse this behaviour. Not in the slightest. Even now, I'm hoping you'll open this. Oh, what fucking idiot! I just tried to mouse scroll down on a video. Fucking 500 IQ. Even now, I'm hoping you'll open this and go, let's talk, and we can at least end on better terms. But it's never happening. The end. Well, yeah, Brev. If you've not spoken for 2 months, what it seems like. I reread the DMs and you said I'm not all there because I still message you, so I won't anymore. I thought you wanted me tonight. So I thought you wanted me tonight. That does seem like she's messaged him on something else. I don't even... Is this X? Is this Twitter? I don't recognise this in the slightest. Or is this Instagram? No, wait, is that Telegram? I don't fucking know. But I thought you wanted me tonight does very much imply that she has gotten hold of him elsewhere and say, oh, Alex, I want you. Because I've had that happen too before. And then you try and get back with them and it's all just this tactic of, oh, okay. Like, I once went all the way to London from Brighton. Just to, when I got there, be blocked again. And then have to get the train all the way back again. Which I'm sure she thought was absolutely hilarious. Especially when she called me again while I was on the way back. And then told me to come again and then let me into the house. But yeah, why are you ignoring me? Check DMs. Saying DMS so much that that he thinks he's Kakashi. Yeah, what a fucking shithead, man. Alright, so that's probably really out of sequence, guys, just so you know. I clicked on that by accident, so I figured it's up now, I may as well go over it. But I don't want to win, I just want you to shut up, frankly. The absurdity of it. To then send those messages later as well. So now we're switching to Discord rather than the phone. If her name's Alice as well, this is a really off-topic thing. If she was with him, she should have rebranded her channel or whatever social media presence she has to be ImAllexx. Just saying, that would have been a really clever marketing thing, but you know. But yeah, so. Okay, fuck off, then die. Die. Jesus Christ, man. Astaghfirullah for taking a prophet's name in vain, but wow. Just making it up as you go. Yes, I am. All lies. Sorry, Alex. You don't have any grip on this. Sorry I said to leave the game. Good night. Stupid woman, I don't want you. Go away, I want to be alone. And that's after she tried calling him. I don't have the energy. I said, what bit? This is at 8 in the morning. You're having arguments like this at 8 in the morning. Christ. I don't have the energy. I said, what bit? You clearly have. You win. The bit where you told me to kill myself. Yeah. Where has he said this, though? He said die. He hasn't told you to kill yourself. Obviously, that could be the implication of die, but... Yeah, the bit where you said you don't want me, the bit where you call me a dumb whore, yeah, that is all still awful, though, regardless of that. No. Alex, bruv, you are not the type of you to be saying suck yourself. Like, not even slightly. Alright. You clearly have, you win, yeah. Boring, I quit this, you win. Also, why do you communicate? Why do both of you communicate this, like this? Like, sending 2 words at a time. You're just trying to win an argument by spamming messages. So fuck off, I said thanks, suck yourself. You're a difficult little bitch. You're a cunt. Maybe you should have shut your fucking mouth. Thanks for apologising. No, I'm good. What's the bet in this stream gets age restricted, by the way? I might be about to set a YouTube record for the most swearing on a bloody stream. Yeah, so, no, thanks for apologising. No, I'm good. I didn't mean it. Wicked. Fuck off. I said thanks. Suck yourself. You're a difficult little bitch. You're a cunt. Alright, okay, so this is just a repeat. Oh, because she's added more. So, wicked, you don't deserve it. Bye. Right, okay, so here, I've been on the receiving ending of this tactic many times, and not even just with this previous partner thing. I don't know if this is maybe just a British person thing. I've certainly never done this in relationships, and I don't know why I'm looking over at the TV and not here at the camera. Or, well, the webcam. You lot know what I mean. My quality is not amazing. It's going to be the webcam. But the being horrendously shitty to a person, and then not 3 minutes later, in fact, not 2 minutes later, saying you don't mean it and then you don't deserve to be spoken to like that. Wow. I love you, idiot. Please, though, give me an easy ride. The easiest. Fuck, I feel dreadful. Are you okay? Dumb question I just thought I'd ask. Sorry, because of the weather I don't care about earlier. Still tried. Okay, yeah, shit is definitely being cut. Because there's 4 minutes of conversation there where it looks like there's like 3 or 4 messages from her there that have not been shown. And one of them is really fucking long. Or at least long usually for her. Or is that this? Is this dumb question just thought I'd ask? No, because the sorry, I don't care about the weather thing would be there. So still tried, so done, no, it's over. If you two were just, if you were both sitting there saying like, oh, I've just read the second page, you fucking piece of shit, man. You don't do that to someone. I'm trying not to be like a mega react Andy right now, but take a drink. I also really need to pee, but I don't want to do like the Hassan Piker bit and just go in the background, and just go to the toilet while the stream's on. So done. No, it's not over. I hate talking to you. No understanding at all. I do. This is tiny, really. What is tiny? Nothing about any of this has been tiny, so I'm curious as to what they were arguing about here. Or unless to them this is tiny. Which again gets back to me talking earlier about once you're so far separated from your own abusive relationship, you stop seeing how things were. But yeah, I'm sorry I shouted at you. Let's break up. No, I want to break up. I don't love you. You don't say that to someone, man. Not in that way. I want to break up. I want to be single so I can deal with my stuff alone. I was trying to get this all done before I went out. Everything was fine. Yeah, I've been there. Got to points and arguments. He would poke until I gave her reactions, calling me names until I finally snapped. Whenever I would react, I would be threatened with a breakup. I cannot tell you how many times I've experienced that. That is awful. Like, this previous partner would get in my face shouting, like I'd be sat doing something, but maybe I'd be cooking for us or something like that, and they'd stand here shouting at me, calling me whatever, and then I'd shout back and they'd react in almost exactly this way. Yeah. Yeah, this is nuts, man. So, no, insulting me, you delusional bitch. Fuck off. I said thanks. I don't know what bit you're saying sorry to. You just make it up. But thanks. Go away, psycho. That happened. Stop being mean. Just stop. You're the craziest woman I've met. Genuinely. Well, I don't think she is, Chief. I think you're just nuts, bruv. I'd rather just leave it. Be nice. For peace of mind. Supportive. No. It's cool. So break up. That's your resolution. Yeah, genuinely. Wow. With everything going on. Bye. I changed myself by suppressing my emotions. I changed myself by suppressing my emotions and that I was not upset over previous arguments because he would get angry and tell me to get over it. He would tell me I said sorry so you would shut up. These were one-sided narcissistic arguments, telling me my feelings mean nothing and they are based on wank. When he is upset, I get spammed in my messages and 100 insults until I say sorry, no matter who was at fault. He would tell me he can change my life forever, that I need him and that I am nothing without him and what he does for me. He took out anger from his friends on me, telling me I can do everything I want alone without any of you. Well, what the thought that just popped into my head has just happened. What I will do for you, just take it for granted. I could change, I don't at all, your life. I don't want you to, forever. I just want you to be in it. You couldn't do that for me. I can do everything I want alone, without any of you. And frankly, because you haven't done what I want, because you haven't done what I do, it's so easy to sit there Yeah, okay, so here, either these are the wrong way around or this is the next day. What do we think, guys? What about up here? Are these the wrong way around? No, those are the right way around. So I'm guessing this is the next day. Or she got a flight somewhere. And what I will do, contextually, this is after. So this is the next fucking day. How are you still going on about this? And frankly, so there is also a lot cut here, because you haven't done what I do. I wouldn't. It's so easy to sit there and, like everyone else, and cry about it being mean, when you're a jobless freak. Imagine trying to teach retards like you and my mates how to do this. I have a job. It's fucking annoying. No, you don't. I'm contracted. I have a job. Work-related arguments would be weekly, nearly daily if I shown signs of me being sad over something he said to me. You should be fucking grateful that as someone with this expertise I actually have. What expertise? Sitting in front of a camera and talking, you dingbat. Tried to talk to you about something like that. This was him talking about whether I wanted to stream or make YouTube videos. If the conversation didn't go his way or I said I didn't want to do a certain thing, he would blow up and get upset because I wouldn't do it his way, then continue to belittle me. I would always tell him, well, hang on, let me pause this there. If you're genuinely trying to come across as this internet mogul, of which realistically you're not, he doesn't even have as many subscribers as, like, okay, he's got 2 mil. But bro's acting like he's like 2012 PewDiePie. This expertise. Yeah, obviously, it's a lot coming from someone like not even at 700. You know what I mean? But you don't do anything special. You've got editors. You don't. There may have been a time where you did everything yourself, back when I used to watch you, you silly bastard. But not anymore. You don't have this vast network of expertise, and if you really were trying to help her, all it takes is repeated shout-outs on your social media, and because you have a loyal fan base, they would follow her, and then she would be able to do things exactly how you want, how she wants, rather than how you want her to do things. At that point, this is just control freak, manipulative behavior. Like, if you were genuinely just trying to be helpful, all it takes is multiple shout-outs. That's how the fucking internet works. Someone watching, tell me I'm lying. in chat, or if you're watching afterwards. Someone tell me I'm lying. Or that I'm wrong. You should be fucking grateful. Yeah. So this is where it was. I would always tell him I'm not with him for work talk. I don't care how much you can help me. If all this will do is cause arguments, I don't care how successful I can be. He pushed it on me to take his knowledge and make videos with him when all I want is my boyfriend. I only ever wanted something personal and genuine, and I never got that. See, this seems very much like a Logan Paul type situation where he just doesn't seem to have an off switch for content in his mind. Yeah, which I'm not saying I like that it's okay, but it's something that I understand, because like people that I play games with are constantly like, Vinny, shut the fuck up, because I spent such a portion of my life trying to do video game streaming. I just subconsciously narrate whenever I'm playing games, but when it comes to a relationship, man, you should be able to just turn off and go, okay, yeah, this is my girlfriend. I'm in love with this girl. This is my partner. Let's maybe not make this about work. Like, you should be able to turn that off for that, surely. But yeah, so never got that. God, you're so set on me being a cunt to you. You don't even listen, he says. I was just sad about it, my God. Fuck off, Alice. Okay, you should be fucking grateful. Oh, okay, so this is all what was just said on that, okay. Who think they know better than their only man. Who has actually done it all. Successfully. Can't even do that. I don't know. I'm tired. I got upset hearing about Twitch and I didn't even mention it. And I'm starting to think none of you are worth talking to about anything. Your own girlfriend, too small-brained. Wow. Go do it on your own. She's not trying to do it, man. She just wants to be with you. I'm just casually talking. Me too? You're annoying. You got offended as fuck. Okay, gather that. Take it in. Thank you. I'm telling you, I mean it. Watch. There'll be 20 minutes between that message and the next one. There'll be 20 minutes between that message and the next one, and he's going to be saying sorry. Oh, 2:54. Oh, 2:43. 12 minutes. Do we have an apology here? I was telling you I've always wanted to do it. Cherry pick my words. I was saying whether I know you or not, like it's a dream of mine. You know what I was fucking saying, idiot. Shut the fuck up, okay? You know what I meant. Good night. So, kill yourself, please. Okay, here's the kill yourself. So, he does set... You fucking knobhead, man. I'm going anyway, so come with me. I guess I don't care. You're a shit girlfriend, genuinely bad at it. I mean in the sense of I'm doing this 100%, no stopping me. Right. Okay, here. Why have you told him you're going to kill yourself? And there's a 3-minute gap between this text and this. Okay, so that seems kind of shady from her. This seems like she's threatened to kill herself if things don't get resolved, and he's turned around and gone, all right, okay, go on then. Which, not good from either party here, to be frank. To be honest. Yeah, yeah, I'm doing this 100% no stopping me. So curious, yeah. Okay, you're a bad boyfriend calling me a bitch and insulting me every time you get slightly upset. Good night. I know, changes nothing. I haven't made anything up. Okay, you were being a cunt. I'm sorry. Yes, adding 2 words in. Yes, makes no difference. Okay. Not gonna say that. Not trying to get cancelled. Ninja. Too little, too late. I'm sorry. Always is too late. Just answer the fucking question straight away. Surely. Yeah, sorry. With a smile or not. Sure. I don't care. Done. You could have listened. I was sad. I wasn't crying. To a genuine master plan for free. A master plan, yeah, Alex? Oh, I'd love to kick this geezer in the fucking jaw, mate. Why? My God, man. Like, okay, you're the worst. You actually can't. More insults. Stop. Tripled up. Fix up. Fix up. Look sharp. Don't make it. Let's get sank. Get dark. Oh. Sorry. Right. There's like just a core response in my brain whenever I hear that. Like, whenever I read the word "fix up," Dizzy Rascal plays in my head. It's the genuine ADHD going off. Right. So yeah, you dumb bitch blocking you. Wow. Yeah. This is. Like, it's also charge your phone, girl. Like, you're at 25%. This is she has the most battery efficient iPhone ever. 3.5 hours, and you only lost 20% on an iPhone. That's crazy. So you said wicked, right? So that's a 2-minute. That's a 1-minute gap. Okay, so you said wicked. Mentally, you can't be. Bye. Mentally, you can't be what? Okay, something has absolutely been cut here. Because there's 1 minute between. And this is nowhere to be seen. And there's a huge string of messages from her there. So whether it's a whole lot of nothing that she said. Or it's her crying and whinging and she's just trying to... Not whinging, I apologise. That was a horrible way of wording that. But like crying and being upset and venting, and she just didn't want to air that on the internet. But if you're exposing someone on a Me Too kind of thing and showing what a piece of shit they are, you do need to provide the whole context. I think you definitely could have, she definitely could have scrolled with the phone on a screen record. Because this is one of the issues with the modern age. You're really, really able to pick up and paint your own narrative by just cutting things from conversation and deleting messages and shit like that. Which I really genuinely pray she hasn't. Well, not that I want her to have gone through this, obviously not. But yeah, because this is awful for a woman to have had to have gone through. So... You're a dumb whore with the literacy of a child. Alex, your spelling is not much better, Chief. You have permanent attitude, never ending. I'm done talking insults. Insults more. I'm done talking insults more. Calls me a whore. Bars. I don't know if she intended to rhyme that, but sounds like the title of a diss track. I'm done. Block me. Or block him. Yeah, like maybe you could have just blocked him there if you were done. You definitely were giving me shitty attitude. Yeah, I won't unblock you though, because talking to you is like talking to a brick. Maybe don't be a dumb whore. The absurdity of it. How can you think talking to like this to someone's okay? Like, there's a time in my life where I probably would have acted like this when I was much, much younger. But I swear ImAllexx is like my age. I'm sure of it. 25. Alright, so he's a bit younger than me. But brother, you're acting like I would have when I was like 17, 18. She might have the literacy of a child, but you're behaving like one. Jesus fucking Christ. Astaghfirullah. So... I'd be like so much cooler, dumb whore. I do, and you just went to moaning. I have. No, you was rude, I got offended. You was just rude, I got offended. Rude. You offended me. Ninja, that's just the truth. That's it. Okay, idiot. Okay. You don't understand. And Logan Paul was shit, and we were all shit, but we learned. Bro's comparing himself to Logan Paul in the Suicide Forest. He knows he's being a shithead. He knows. And we were all shit, but we learned. Yeah, tired. I don't even I don't even know why I explained teabag. Just hate people making it seem like what I'm doing is actually rude. Like, kill yourself. I just told you how to make 6 figures, so fuck off, it's annoying. I understand. Imagine telling people how to make 6 figures on... Dude thinks it's Andrew Tate. He told me, you're like everyone else, stupid fucking idiots who think they know better than the only man who has successfully done it all. I said I wanted to stream on Twitch, and he gave me reasons why it wouldn't work and reasons not to. I got sad because I was planning so much, set up my channel, went to him all happy about doing my own thing, and he devalued it and called me small-brained. Or, before this, as I said, you're a person of relative influence. You've got 2 million followers. I don't know how many on Twitter. I don't use it. Or X as it's now called. If you wanted to do it Twitch way, you could have very, very easily just made like a tweet a day going, my girlfriend's on Twitch, go follow her please. Like that kind of thing. Like when you're doing content creation and you're doing things like this and you're doing any form of medium, whether it be music, whether it's like, because I've done a fair few things, none of them successfully, but I have done them. I've been there, done that and gotten many t-shirts. But when it comes to content creation, if there's someone you like or you fuck with their stuff, you share it. Prime example on my channel is the people on the podcast and my collaboration video with Soulcall. You make sure you do what you can to make sure people are getting spotlight you think they deserve. And if this is your girlfriend and she wants to do it Twitch way, going, no, that's not going to work. It's a pipe dream, it's a thing. Why not try and, if you've got the ability to, why not try and make her dream a reality? You've got 2 million subscribers, bro. One video, go follow my girlfriend on Twitch. I guarantee she'd have been at 10,000 followers minimum. Minimum. Because with how internet algorithms and things like that work, if she started, like, I've seen it with my own channel. When you start getting a spike in viewership and subscribers, your views go up. And your subscriber count goes up. Like, this time last year, I had 60 fucking subscribers. Oh, wow. No, this time last year, I had something like 70, 75. I'm now nearly at 700. And that's granted, that's because of the switch in style of content and things like that. But once you start getting things, it just keeps coming as long as you keep it up. And so at that point, you could have made her dream a reality the way she wanted to do it, my friend. And you chose not to. Sorry for the rant. Let's get back to the document. I don't think I'm good enough to do it. Sorry. That's just like how it works. Yeah, with the literacy of a child, he says. He tells her, I can't read this. I'd insayed anything else? Is that supposed to... I didn't say anything else, I'm going to guess. Fucking, I wasn't aware that I'd be deciphering shitty language. I didn't say anything else. I'd be making it up like... What don't you understand? It's not like a magical road. No, but you have the means to make it a magical road for her, my friend. Then I won't bother, let's drop it. With a million choices, or you'd be doing it right now, wouldn't you? Yeah, so just let me tell you. You do not try. Please, you're careless. Right, there's an 8-hour gap between these as well. And she actually charged her phone for once. Please, you are careless. I will do anything for you. I will. You get to sleep in all day. I don't. I want to get my shit together. I have to get up and do my shit. It would help us too. I know. And me. I know it would. That's no doubt. Alex, you're my human. It's an odd way to phrase that. You're my human. I would go anywhere and everywhere with you. Even in shit, I wouldn't stop standing by your side. I haven't even heard your voice in a day and I miss you like fuck. I'm pretty lost with myself, and it's no doubt it rubs off on us. I really don't mean to. I struggle even understanding what the point is for me. What do I offer? Why is he with me? I question it all the time, and that has clearly rubbed off without me even realizing. And I don't want to do that. I can offer you more. I can do more. If I didn't think I could, then I would have given up or let you go. But I know I can. I know I want to. I know I can't not do it. I cancelled everything this weekend because I was going to come to you instead. I've been there. People that know me in real life know I've been there. Speak of the devil. I hope that phone number that has just come up on my screen hasn't shown up on the on the stream. If it did, please do not harass that person or that number. I know exactly who that is. Wow, how funny. I know exactly who that number is based off of that picture. Funny that. I know I can't not do it. I cancelled everything this weekend because I was going to come to you instead. But I know you're working, you have a lot on. But all I want to do right now is be next to you and really fucking tell you I didn't mean for any of this. I can't even explain how hard I fucking love you. I dyed my fucking hair pink. If that isn't a cry for help, I know I'm not my best. I know I didn't think. I know I need to be better and pick my shit up. I know I need to suck it up and accept not everything is rainbows. Does this mean I can't post us anymore? You mean the world and everything to me. It would have been... Sorry, I had to take a moment there. That I dropped everything and came for you because I wanted to see you. Or I cancelled everything this weekend because I was going to come to you instead. Yeah, that really, really hit hard for me. So sorry I had to take a second. I've been in that exact situations more times than I can actually count. And people that know me in real life will be able to tell you how many times I've dropped shit. And sometimes even flown to other countries. Alex would tell me he meant it when he said these horrible things to me, but would tell me he didn't mean it after he had calmed down. He told me to shut up and kill yourself after I told him it was a dream of mine to expand into other platforms. He has called me the N-word. Get off my lawn! Hey, how goes it, buddy? What is the situation? So ImAllexx is a fucking lunatic, is what the situation is. And also apparently a racist. So just to summarise so far, from what I can tell based on this document, he's incredibly manipulative, foul-mouthed and abusive, but with a bit of... Also, allegedly not trying to get sued. But also there does seem to be some context missing in some of these texts. As for here, I need to try and not get to the same bit. But where was it? So like here, for example, there's an 1:10 long gap between what she decided to take, like, screenshot. There's more that has been said and she has said in loads of these instances on these screenshots. Like here, for example, at 7:17, there's a big old gap of things she said that have been decided not to be shown. So I think she's not been a saint in this situation, but certainly hasn't deserved any of what this dickhead's done. Yeah, so I've been getting a bit emotional reading some of this because a lot of it is tugged towards my heartstrings. I believe that my streams you can go back on because I've got like the low tier partnership with YouTube now. Well, I have done for a bit. So I think you can just rewind and shit like that. So if you want to get caught back up, you can. Yeah, this stuff was heavy. Yeah, so Alex would tell me he meant it when he said these horrible things to me, but would tell me he didn't mean it after he had calmed down. He told me to shut up and kill yourself after I told him it was a dream of mine to expand onto other platforms. He called me the N-word after I've said sorry about the situation. I'm just trying. Sorry for laughing. I'm just trying. Like I'm imagining ImAllexx. I hope there's like she's got him on video or something saying like. I shouldn't be laughing during this, but it's gallows humor of laughing during absurdity. Called me the N-word after I've said sorry about the situation. I said sorry for telling him my goals and dreams and he belittled them, all trying to take control of what I wanted to do. I'm not laughing at her. I'm laughing at ImAllexx saying the N-word. He would tell me to die constantly. Told me he didn't want me and that he could easily replace me. That's awful, dude. Like, yeah, obviously you're... Yeah, obviously, you're a well-off geezer. I don't know why I do this. Why am I looking up at the mic, not into the camera? You're a well-off enough geezer. You've got 2 million subscribers on YouTube, however many on Instagram, however many on Twitter. I don't know. I don't particularly care about all of this. To be perfectly honest, I only do YouTube because I find it fun. But... yeah, sure, you probably could replace her, but there's no need to tell her that, is there? It's just horrible and doesn't serve any purpose. At this point in time, I've broken down to his level. I end up calling him what he is, and I lose all sense of reality. Because how can this be real? This can't be real. He can't mean any of this, and still love bomb and stay with me, right? At this point, I'm also scared of starting any argument, so I say sorry excessively. After telling me he isn't mad anymore, he ends up telling me we are over and starting over again. Again, any other argument about content creation, he goes, it's easy to sit there like everyone else and cry about it when you're a jobless freak. Imagine trying to teach retards like you and my mates how to do this. I would reply by explaining how he was rude and that I got offended. He goes on to say, Ninja, fill in the blanks. That's the truth and kill yourselves. I just told you how to make 6 figures, so fuck off. Okay, she has already gone over this though. You just passed. So what? Has he gone on this tangent again? She doesn't care, bruv. Like, she just wants her boyfriend. You are, yeah. You just passed up on genuine knowledge to cry. Threatened to break up and call me a bitch. Gay. Good progress. Wow. Because you're infuriating. Just listen. I imagine. No, this is fucking awful, man. I wasn't expecting gay out of nowhere. We ended up going on holiday together in Italy in July, and an argument came out when he was watching a video about a girl being hypersexual after trauma. Oh boy. I opened up to him about my sexual assault and the trauma that I have been through myself. In response to this, he tells me he doesn't want to know what has been done to me by other guys. I ended up leaving into another room crying. He threatened to leave and get a flight back on his own. Taking into account this was only my third time abroad, and he knew that it would make me very upset and scared. Like, he knew I needed him there with me. Bringing up weird shit on our first holiday. You ruin every moment. I have no fond memories with you. I spoke about something I went through and the trauma, opening up to him about my experience with sexual assault, and this is how I responded. Well, ImAllexx, good for you. There is literally a female version of you in the UK. You and my ex would go hand in hand, perfect together. Because you're fucking weird. Yep, it's you. Oh, dude, your avatar there is sweet, Alice. Yep, it's you. Bringing up weird shit on our first holiday. Ruin every moment. Was you two. I have no fond memories with you. Actually, none. What's the point in this? Saying all this. What are you getting from it? She says. Just moments where you're not being a huge... I'm going to guess that says bitch there. Or cunt. Based on the height of the text. He ended up cancelling... Well, before I get to this... This is horrific behaviour. I can tell you firsthand from personal experience what it's like opening up to someone of something that's happened to you historically like that. Or, in fact, exactly like that. Something that has happened. And for them to dismiss it. Or to shift it to try and fit their narrative. Yeah, which I won't go into my particular experience on that of what happened to me, because it's not relevant, and I don't particularly want to talk about it. But yeah, I can understand 100% what you've gone through here, Alice. This is awful to experience. Especially if in this context you've tried to open up and be like, yeah, it's actually awful. Or at least that's how this reads in context. And Alex has allegedly gone, oh, yeah, well, I don't want to hear about you with other guys. Which, if you were actually just talking to him about how some dude was fucking you before, sure, I would agree with him. Or, like, talking about some time you sucked a guy's dick or something. Yeah, no guy wants to hear that from their girlfriend. But if it's a time you got sexually assaulted... and you're trying to open up and expose vulnerability, your duty as a man is to listen to that and console her. Nay, not as a man, as a human fucking being. Your duty is to listen to that person and be there for them in their moment of weakness. You do not make it about you in any shape or form. So now let's keep going. We're about halfway through the doc. I am going to take a brief break in a second because I do really need to pee. So in fact, let's leave this full screen right there, and I'll be back as quickly as I can. Let's do the Hassan Pike a bit. Yeah. and return. Right, so let's get back to it, shall we? We ended up going on holiday together in Italy in July. No, this is what I'd already just read. Yeah, I put that back, wasn't it? So, yeah. He ended up cancelling coming to see me on my birthday, or forgot it, and went to see Star Wars with his friend instead of seeing me. Yeah, this is total fucking narc shit. How can you forget your partner's birthday? There are only 2 people's birthdays that I've ever remembered in my life. 3. And one of them was a girl that I was engaged to. Like, even me, who's diabolically bad with remembering dates and days and shit like that. Even I remember that my partner's birthdays. Like, that's not something you just forget. You did this on purpose, bruv. When I told him it was my birthday, he ended up going out after the movie to grab me a gift and eventually came to my place at midnight. I spent the whole day waiting for him. He invalidates my feelings after I said I got upset about it, which, as you should, tried to justify it by hanging out properly before my birthday came. Let's properly hang out today. I'd love to. I can only come over super late on Monday, by the way. How come? Star Wars event at 7. At this time, he was looking to move house and I helped him. He assumed I was going to move in with him without asking me beforehand. I was brave enough to tell him, I'm scared to move in with you because of how you treat and insult me, and begged him to stop doing it and that he had to change. I ended up calling him what he is and standing up for myself. No, it isn't pretty. Okay, yeah. Need my inhaler quickly. Cancel the date. Find your own house, preferably a smaller one away from me. I'm tired of fucking life lessons. To be honest, Alex, do you seem like you need some? If I'm perfectly honest, you need some serious fucking life lessons. I'm tired of fucking life lessons. You ain't got fuck all real shit on. If you can't apologise, block me, leave me. I got more important shit than your feelings. No, you don't. If you're serious about being with someone, their feelings are the most important thing at any given time for you. Fuck your career. Fuck your friends. Fuck everything. The feelings of the person you are purporting that you want to spend the rest of your life with should be your utmost priority, apart from that of your parents. And hell, in certain situations, even then. You can't apologise or stop insulting me. Go away. Especially when your feelings are based on absolute wank. It tells me enough. Goodbye, Alex. Keep pushing, you wank. You're insulting me. Keep pushing, you lost. Is wank, just accept. Is you insulting me wank? That you were being a dumb woman and move on. So he's a misogynist also. Great. And go. How can I actually help you? Well, instead of being a burden, be useful. All my plans, push my videos back. Stop moaning to accommodate you. Offer to bring you a headset. Sort your head out. And then you start going on about how you're scared to move. Just die in a fucking hole. Well, you're kind of there. So I'm very intrigued what was said up here. For her to then say stop moaning. But to accommodate you, offer you bring you a headset. Sort your head out, she says. And then you start going on about how you're scared to move. Just die in a fucking hole. With you, a cunt. You sad little cunt, he calls her. Who does this? Will do. You had to reassure me. Oh, my feelings, he says. You fucking prick. Why are you diminishing the way she feels? You've made her scared of you. Be a man and apologise for your behaviour. That will be okay. Yeah, I heard you the first 10 times. I'm guessing, yeah, I hate you is what I was supposed to say. You wasn't. Ha 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 ha. I guess that's supposed to be. You got mad straight away, didn't let me talk, didn't listen to me. Please bury yourself in the fucking garden, I'm assuming that's supposed to say. You're a child. You were like this when we met, he said. Already, likewise. You sold me a dream, then I saw how much of a loser cunt you were. I'll be fine without you, he says. To everyone else around you, you are nothing without me. Including me. Lamau, wow. How controlling and toxic and grim. Yeah, you're not wrong there, love. That's very much all of those things. This is nuts. I'd save a lot of money having to carry you around. You don't need to talk anymore. It's done. Stop moaning. Fuck our anniversary. I got it. We didn't make it. I'll take someone else out next week. That will... Wow. Wow. You fucked it. Wow, she says. But now you can fuck yourself, to be honest. You have to stop and learn to shut up. Being a cunt to me. Fuck off. Start working. Get a hobby, for the love of God. Fighting people in comments. He talks to his girlfriend so sweet. It's low love behaviour. He's so domestic it's adorable. Because you had to make it this. Look how abusive and cunty he is. Because you're a melt. He proceeds to tell me, die in a hole, you sad little cunt. After all I asked for was reassurance. Fuck our anniversary, I'll take someone else. Yeah, that's atrocious. This might be one of the most disgusting things he said so far. That's horrible. You're nothing... Yeah, I'm not repeating all this. I already said it. I called him abusive and then he calls me a melt. I told him I was going to bed having not had any previous argument and this started to clash because I said it in a bad tone. He goes, I'm going to fucking kill you and I'm going to break your neck. Is it... So, are these little things... Right, okay, no, so... I do think some of these, the videos, are supposed to be accompanied by the text bit. I look like a gormless fucking idiot, I've just realised when I when I look up at the TV. Yeah, again, this is over my tone being low because I was previously already sad. I'd apologised over call and it wasn't enough. I'm very sorry about yesterday and I know I crossed the line when I was angry. It isn't right to do so, no matter how mad I am, and I'm sorry I went that far. After that argument, the same month is when we moved in with each other. Why did you move in with him? This is when things got more real for me and I decided to start noting things down, recording and texting my mum. Okay, so this is where the videos start becoming relevant, I think. So this is messages with her mum. Hi love, how's things, missed you? Things are fine then bad, fine then bad. When I say fine, I mean I've not forgiven or feeling better, but I'll move on as he stopped. So he stops complaining and being mad that I'm upset from his actions. I've never wanted to leave someone so badly or come home so badly. I can't help holding back tears whenever I think of coming home away from this hellhole. I'm literally on the brink of a breakdown whenever I see you and Dad. I just want to be home. Alongside that, I can't believe I've been putting up with someone like this with no morals or human emotions, and he scares the shit out of me. He will argue, and I don't want to live with a guy where I have to suffer in silence or be quiet where there's literally hell. He wants a little minion to love him and need him. He tells me I need him. He is Satan. He needs you to need him? Fuck off, it isn't 1935. Yeah, literally. And he broke my glasses the last argument for no reason and hid them. Oh my god, that's psycho. He would gaslight until I react. When I do, he will call me crazy like he didn't just scream in my face for an hour. Yeah, I've been there, darling. I've been there. We had the worst arguments I've ever experienced with anyone, but after the move it became even worse. On the 4th day of living together, on the 19th of October, he had taken it to the next level and got physical in a fight. It started a screaming argument where I begged him to leave me alone and just not stop. I ended up trying to get away from him until he followed me. I went to walk downstairs and he grabbed my hood and pulled me back until I fell on the floor. He told me that I'm not getting away, so I got up and made a run for the bathroom. He gets in my way and grabs me, puts me in a headlock and covers my mouth because I'm screaming for him to get off of me. I got to the bathroom and locked it behind me, and he screams from the other side, calling me crazy, telling me to leave the house after I've asked him to leave me alone. I'm not happy with you taking any more shit. You don't have to, you deserve better, her dad says. Is Bear on cat or kitten blink food now? Annie blink. And you're right, I'm not going to take any more. I just feel weird leaving without saying anything when he's calmed down. I feel a bit stuck right now. You don't owe anybody anything, and if he hasn't apologised / grovelled, then he shouldn't be surprised. Yeah, exactly. Okay, this one is really stretched for some fucking reason. I'm going to try and unstretch it, see what that does. Yeah, right, okay, so I'm going to just move this. And it doesn't stop at words, it starts there and gets worse. If he's already pushed you over and put his hands over your mouth, he will punch you eventually. Then he'll have a fun video to defend himself against. But do not let it get that far. Get out. Yeah, exactly. I've kept all the shitty things he said. I've got recordings of him calling me a dog and to obey. He's not human. And I gave him like 50 chances. I'm stupid. Imagine marrying a man that says those things to you. I can't. I want to go home. It scares me genuinely. I'm scared to even tell him I want to leave. So, well, so yeah, I just looked up to see the comments. In a YouTube sense, it kind of is drama, but I do absolutely agree with you, Mr. Gamer. It's certainly not like YouTube drama. This is genuine, horrific shit. I think what Get Off My Lawn means is he loves like the YouTube, basically seeing the downfall of YouTubers kind of thing. Which this certainly, unless ImAllexx has some evidence and shit to the contrary that she was doing shit worse or just as bad as her, there's no way he has a career after this. No way. In fact, I'm honestly surprised that when I went to check his subscriber count earlier, I'm shocked that it's still at 2 million. Shocked. Although this has all only just come out today, hasn't it? So maybe a lot of his fan base hasn't seen it. Which, if you are an ImAllexx fan, first off, what are you doing? Second, I hope if you've seen this, that you're not going to be anymore. I don't necessarily agree with the deplatforming of people. I think people should all have a voice. But there's a special place in hell for people like this. Is it dropping, yeah, Mr. Gamer? Good. Let's hope it drops faster. He did. As I said, I don't agree with just deplatforming people. I do believe people should have the right to do whatever they want to do. But freedom to do things and freedom of speech come with consequence to your own actions. And one of the consequences of being a piece of shit like this is losing your platform. But not from any form of force. Like, I don't think YouTube should necessarily go ahead and take his shit down or anything like that. But the people that are his viewers should make him feel the effects of this 100%. And even people that aren't his viewers, such as me, such as maybe people that are in chat right now. Which also, Get Off My Lawn and Mr. Gamer, thank you for engaging in the chat. I do appreciate it. It makes doing this a bit easier. I was very nervous about doing this because I've never done like a commentary type video before. or well, commentary stream. So yeah, so I really do hope that he feels some serious blowback from this, and that it hits him where frankly he gets all his ego from. It seems from looking back up at the screenshots. So some other days after that argument, he would scream in my face, telling me to kill myself multiple times in arguments over small things. He would walk away and then come back angry as if he couldn't leave without screaming, having me back down and be silent until I broke down. This evolved to the point where I'd be shaking and scared for my life every time he came close or was in the same room as me whilst arguing. He still blamed me for our arguments, and to get back at me, he started with small petty things, like breaking your glasses isn't a small petty thing. Breaking my glasses without me knowing and throwing them away in the trash. He even helped me go look for them, pretending he was innocent until I finally suspected he did indeed throw them away, and he laughed whilst admitting doing so, acting like it wasn't a big deal. Brother, listen, yeah, where are my glasses right now? I don't actually know where I've put them. There they are. I've been in the process of rearranging my place because, as you may be able to see with the light, I've got like a display case for my Warhammer now. So these are my glasses. And note a distinct lack of a second thing. It's the reason I'm not really wearing them for this. Because they're uncomfortable as hell. But glasses are bloody expensive. And they're expensive to repair. That's why I've not gotten them fixed. So to you, who's got loads of money, it might not be a big deal. But to her, who evidently doesn't, it clearly is. Right. So, without me knowing and throwing them around the trash. Yeah. Acting like it wasn't a big deal. I ended up feeling detached from reality because I woke up depressed daily. Some days, I didn't want to be near him or be intimate with him. And this would spark arguments, and he would get angry at me for still being upset over something he had done a day or a few days ago. Days before. I was so disgusted by him and his actions towards me, I didn't want him to even be near my own cat, calling him his when he wasn't and making shitty jokes about taking the cat away from me. This would always just end in me picking up Bear and leaving the room. He ended up being secretive over his phone to what I then discovered was him stalking his ex on all social platforms. It's been years since they broke up, and found her old NSFW pictures he kept of her. He said sorry and that was it. That's fine, let's record again tomorrow. Record what? For me? What's wrong? I don't trust you. Weird as shit. What? Why? Why are you being so secretive? Why won't you let me look? Guilty as fuck. Go away. Look at what? Never was an issue before. Why is it now? Okay, so I will say, yeah, okay. Sorry, Mr. Gamer, if you left that comment just before. I've only just seen it. I've got like my TV up there. That's why I do this silly face look when I look up, because my jaw's a bit fucky from being a boxer and shit. But yeah, he yeah, I'm very much inclined to agree with that sentiment. Well, obviously, I just said it, and you're of the same sentiment. But yeah, it's like the old iDubbbz thing, in a way, of the if it's kind of an all of it is okay or none of it's okay. Like you get into really shaky grounds when you. Okay, then that's very good then. That's very good. I don't know who iNabba and Jake Baz are, or James Marriott, but if other people far more notable than I are speaking out about it, that's very, very good. It will help him feel the effects of it, but yeah, as I was saying, if you start just deplatforming people for even for crime and things like that, like. And horrible shit like this, that's you get into really shaky dictatorial ground, at least in my opinion. I'm trying to think of a way of wording this without coming across as a prick, because it's not my intent, but the only way I can think of it is going to make me seem like I'm siding with him, and I'm not. Everything I've read so far makes me 100% Team Alice. Team Alice, that sounded really, really shitty. Ah, right, okay, they're his friends, yeah. They're his friends, yeah. So that's very good if his friends are disavowing him, because that is even the better thing. Because yes, you can hurt him financially. Yes, you can take his platform away. You can do all of these things. But the thing that will fuck him up the most will be all of his friends turning against him. Which is what seems to be happening. And it will be the consequences of his own actions that have done it. And for me, that is a greater punishment, in my opinion at least, that is a greater punishment that a person can ever be thrust upon them, is total social outcasting rather than just a deplatforming, especially if it's been of their own doing. Whereas if it's like, you only really have to look at the Andrew Tate situation and things like that, where someone goes, no more platform for you. Sorry if that was really loud, because yeah, my microphone's up here, by the way. It's not like a laptop deal. It's there with my shitty ghetto rig. But yeah, you get into very shaky ground when you do things that way. So yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I hope what I'm trying to get at is coming across clear. I just don't know how to word it properly right now. So yeah, back to this. So yeah, obviously she's asked to look at his phone at some point here, which for me, purpose. Yeah, I've heard about the Illuminati thing and how that is over. Well, one of my friends, Zach, was telling me about it, and that stuff's crazy. But this is something else. So yeah, the phone wanting to look at the phone thing is kind of weird from her. But if she has suspicions, then it's like, yeah, and especially if you're not willing to show it, you're doing something wrong at that point. Unless the only time it's defensible to not show the phone, and that it's basically clear proof that you're doing something wrong, is if the person then asks in turn to see your phone and you also refuse. It should be a two-way thing in my opinion. But obviously, in hindsight's 2020, we know he's got these pictures of his ex. Yeah, the 20th of December was the day I decided to no longer put up with his behaviour. I was getting the house ready for his parents to come over for dinner, as Alex did not clean or prepare anything. He must have thought I was angry at him, because as I'm cleaning the kitchen, he was constantly asking me if anything is wrong. I tell him multiple times, I'm fine and nothing is wrong, I just want to clean. He started shouting, getting hysterical, thinking I'm lying and that I'm pissed off. I say very few words due to the fact that I'm mentally drained. I had nothing left in me when we had these arguments. I barely said anything. He asked for tasks he could do to help in panic. I tell him to wipe the sides of the kitchen counters, take out the bins, etc. He starts screaming after I gave him more than one task, telling me he can't handle more than one at a time. Fucking child. So after he overreacts, I start to walk away. On my way out of the kitchen, he kicks me in the back and I turn and say nothing. Right, so this is where the videos become relevant, because one of them is called Following Me After He Kicked Me and I'm Packing My Things. And yeah, then this is text. So we'll play this video now.
Over what? I don't understand. It's not like you've got anything to fucking be stuck up over. But for some reason, something isn't good enough for you. You get to do whatever you fucking want all day. It's like, and then you look like a fucking miserable fucking little cunt all the time. Like, your face is annoying to look at, like when I come downstairs. Like, I'm actually fed up of looking at you. Which is why I sleep downstairs, because I don't want to have to come upstairs and, oh, you're taking all the covers. It's like, fucking woman, just like, fucking ask me to buy another one, or stop fucking complaining. Like, nothing, the thing is, it annoys me, nothing needs to be an argument, because everything is fixable. Buy a new duvet, I sleep downstairs. But no, you've always got to act like none of this stuff, because you don't actually try and fix any of your fucking problems. Like, it's infuriating at this point. Like earlier, you're miserable about something in the kitchen. All you have to do is say what it is and you fix. It's fine. You don't have to, clean up after yourself.
The fact that she's having to hide her phone as she's recording this as well, like, that's clearly what's happened. That's why the screen is black.
Nigga, neither do you.
It is absurd. That's, like, genuinely mortifying.
So, we're even. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I don't go around fucking complaining about everything that you don't clean up after. Why? Because you don't look that in your fucking little small brain. You don't even want us to pay for any of it. So, who really fucking cares what you have to say? And what does it even fucking matter? If you want to clean up, I'll fucking hire one. It's my money. But this is the thing, even right now, you just ignore all of that. I'm giving you options for everything, you just ignore everything. You're not actually trying to sort out any of these problems. And if you've got a problem with bins, man, why don't you fucking call them? Why does it have to be me? You can fucking call people, you can get it sorted, you can take them out if you want to. But no, because Alice doesn't actually fucking do anything. I'm trying to fucking, right now, I'm spending pretty much fucking every single day trying to figure out where fucking 75,000 fucking pounds has gone. And whether I'm ever going to get it. And then any of my future YouTube revenue. Because the company's holding my channel fucking hostage. So yeah, sorry I forget about to fucking clean the side sometimes. I got bigger fish to fry. And I still have to post.
Go away.
You just don't think about it.
Go away.
Fucking woman.
Go away. So are you. Ironically.
Huh?
So are you.
Those footsteps are fucking harrowing. You can hear the anger in the way he's stepping when he comes back saying, "What did you say?" Was that it finished?
It was you.
I tried to stop this like 7 times
Then you could have
earlier.
stopped. It was you. It was all you.
I tried to stop
Go
it.
away.
I did try to
Go
stop
away.
it.
Go away. Just go away.
Infuriating.
Yes.
Right, so at this point she's packing her bags then, she must be.
Like, if you had to do half the shit I had to do, you would understand why loads of stuff doesn't get done. You don't even know the fucking
Go away. Just go away.
You upload one
Go away.
half-assed
Go
video
away.
every 3
Go
weeks.
away.
And it does terribly.
Go away.
Dude, why are you talking about content while your girl is fucking leaving you?
Go away.
Well, I slept up here because you made me. I wanted to sleep downstairs so I could fucking actually wake up on time today.
I didn't make you.
Yes, you did.
No.
You were throwing a fucking fit.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Well, you can stop this right now.
Yes, shut up. You're following me and going on. Fuck off. Please.
Crikey. So, yeah. Literally you, what the fuck. Reminding you as you seem to have forgotten how abusive you are. And I forgave and forgave. Man, stay the fuck away from you. From me. You kicked me. You psychotic freak. I'm not fucking dealing with this. Keep going. It's adding to the report. Start shit today. You weird freak. Do you think it's fucking fair to do what you did earlier? Be honest. You actually think what you did in the kitchen was normal? After yesterday you pulled the same shit. I would like to know what he's talking about here. You kicked me and I told you not to, woman. You freaked out, not me. Fucking answer the question. You're mental trying to convince yourself it wasn't you. Bye. You ever talk about me again? Well, she's left him threatening her out. Hardly. Bye. Oh my god, then fucking leave me, you weird cunt. I did. Jesus. Idiot, you win. You're so cool, weird fucker. Yeah, I do, because I finally left you after all the shit I took. You win. Okay. What is this? Lyrics and flow, and we work together on beat. So when he's back from holiday, we're going to go record properly in studio, as well as some other songs we got planned. I'll come pick you up and drop you at your parents' house. And then there's a voice note. At this point, it was the second time he'd hurt me and I was scared, so I texted my friend to pick me up and I started packing. He follows me around the house, screaming random things at me, trying to justify his actions for going too far. I recorded this because I was scared he would hit me again. I say nothing and I'm panicking to the point where I'm sweating from fear as he following me, screaming, calling me the N-word and useless, etc. After I left, I later packed up my things and he threatened to throw them outside, a 4K setup. I found everything on the floor and taken apart. The keyboard was smashed and scattered around everywhere. He claims the keys had fallen off of my keyboard when he was packing it all away. When I got home and plugged everything in, I found the monitor screens were both smashed to bits, the keyboard broken and the camera too. Is there... I'm guessing there's something to do with this too. My Word does not want me to read this bit. It just keeps going really far past there. Oh, well. WordPad. After I ended the relationship, he tried to manipulate me, telling me we just need time and that he will change, and begged me to give him a chance to change and make things better. This went on for months. He kept doing this, then getting angry when I didn't give back the same energy. Of course I didn't, because I'd come to the realization I was abused, lost, and had no idea what to do at the time. He started doing little things he knew would get my attention in an attempt to spark any conversation, like following exes or people we argued about, girls he slept with and kept pictures of, trying to get me back into the house, telling me he's put the bins out and asked me to come over for dinner. He ended up arguing with me over situations, with me not wanting to give him time or attention. Of course I don't. I left him. He abused me. He couldn't accept this. I ended up blocking him and he finds another social platform to message me on and argue. Yeah, I've been there, darling. I blocked him again, so he ended up messaging all of my accounts, including the account I'd made for my cat Bear, asking and begging for a phone call so he can move on. After everything he did was still thinking about himself and how he could make it better for him. I kept telling him I didn't want to call or meet him. I told the truth of how I feel. I don't care. You did it again. So you just get to ignore me. Yeah, she does at this point, Chief. Leave me alone. You're horrible. Okay, fuck off, you annoying cunt. See? Fuck you. Yeah, bye. Stop fucking agitating me. She's not agitating you here. She's told you how she feels. I know you don't mean it, but it really puts me down. It's no excuse for how I acted, though, and I apologise for that. I just want to spend time with you so I can make stuff better. I do want to make stuff better. Here to apologise again. I'm sorry. Are you up? I mean, it's 2 PM, mate. I should hope she is. I'm upset and I miss you. And I want everything to be normal. I will do everything I can to get you back, starting today. What do I do then? Stop being mean. I'm sorry. Can we call? Just 5 minutes. Apology, then I'll go. Okay, I'll stop texting you and give you space. I fucked this. Good morning. Have a good day. I miss you. A lot. Fall into a hole. Yes, please. Wink. Wow. Maybe. Go on, go on. Let me cook, though. The house is all clean. I just put the bins out. That isn't hot. It's basic living, kid. Yeah, literally. ImAllexx really thought he was cooking with that. Right, okay, so I'm not reading all this. This is just him being all stalkerish. If you guys want, you can pause on this. For anyone who watches this back. No, seriously, I didn't. Yeah, bye. I meant even as in don't talk anymore because we're both so hurt. You didn't wrong me like I did you. I know that. It's so fucking serious what you put me through. Yeah, that's right. You know that's right. I know you know. I know you know how fucking messed up this can be for you because you know you did so much wrong. God, I know that more than anything. You fucking know you're sick and you're saying I did the same. But I thought I would have a chance at talking to you and saying sorry. And I really don't want to have that taken away. Thanks for the sorry. I don't forgive you. I don't want to beg for you back. I want to call and say sorry. I'm not asking for you to forgive me. I'm assuming that means. I don't owe you that time. I just wanted to apologise to you like real people who were together for nearly a year. This all happened in a year? Crikey. Not even a year, nearly a year. It's so hard for me to have you to. It's like so hard for me to have just cut off, like complete. Until it got, you just kept on doing it like completely, and got worse until it actually got domestic and serious. And you're saying we're even? What do you mean even? Eventually he tells me I'll deserve better and gets all sorry for himself after he realises I'm actually not coming back. He sends me apologies and owns up to everything he's ever done to me in voice notes and videos, crying while still begging me for a phone call so he can talk or move on. I don't and won't ever want to give him that. After I explained to him how he was abusive, he claimed that I was abusive too. To try and spark a reaction, as afterwards he said, I'm joking and I don't mean it like that. You didn't wrong me like I did you, I know that. He continuously begged me to call him so he can apologise and wanted me to forgive him. He ended up sending things to my house like teddy bears and flowers. His hoodie that had been sprayed heavily with his aftershave and letter to try and achieve this. He mentions, I wish you had broken up with me face to face. When I walked out the door with my thing, I did. When I walked out of the door with my things after he kicked me. Oh wow, dude even made extra accounts. That is some psychopath eyes right there as well. Dude's like, hello, is this a good picture? If there's a chance I can spend every day trying to make it up to you, then I wanted to take it and show you I'm serious. But these are the last messages. If you do decide to contact me, I'll be here. There will be no more contact from me. You've just said there's no more contact, and now you're saying it again. This is just attention drawing text. It was wrong for the way I handled it, but I understand. I'm guessing this is Twitter, or is that like Facebook or something? I don't use those. I let you down, but I don't want to lose you forever. I want to come over and talk. In my heart, I want to run to you right now. I was scared of everything originally, and I'm not anymore. I just want to do right by you. I've got one last thing to deliver to you today that was left behind. Your onesie, and something I should have done a long time ago. I'll have to hand deliver it. I've already booked the taxi. You won't see me and I'll leave straight away. I'm on my way and got the taxi to take me straight back. Is there? I've gone now. I apologise for my handwriting. I can stop caring. Then this stops happening. I stop fighting for you. I can let go. I want to be over you because the other option is fucking hell. Maybe you can just suck it up for all the abuse you gave me. Stalk me like you'd stalk your ex. I don't know. And I don't any it. What? I'm going now. Stalk my ex? Man. You did that. Don't deny it now, bro. Leave it. So we end it on a big argument. Unreal. Fuck, I just want to scream. We ended with you kicking me. I can't believe we can't fucking talk. Fuck. It's mental. I can't do this. We ended with you kicking me. Bye. Man, I seriously can't believe you won't just let this go. Let it go? You booted her, bruv. Yeah, no, sorry. I can't do this. I keep feeling sorry for you and letting you message me. It makes you feel like this is normal and that you can wait for me. You can't. There is no waiting for me. There is no us anymore. You destroyed it. You're going to ask, why do you care about things that I do? Then Alice, well, it's because you're the one making all this effort to contact me. Fuck up, then apologise so I can call you out on things that you do that actually prove your statements wrong. So I call you out. I don't forgive you for abusing me. I don't think I ever will. I don't want you to contact me somewhere else after this multiple times. I've blocked you on maybe 8 things now, and you need to take that as a very obvious sign that I don't want to be near you. I've struggled in contact with you out of my own fear and damaged mindset you've created. Even just thinking about calling you or getting anywhere near you again or being fine again with you or getting back with you scares the living shit out of me. And that's what you've done to me. You can make excuses, say it was my fault, I made you do it, but we all know that's invalid. It's taken me so much courage to actually finally say this to you, but I don't know. Maybe don't domestically abuse someone next time. I don't know what you expect from me. Don't try and beg because it's all fake, etc. It's all fake. It's all out of fear because you're scared of everything I have on you like everyone else in your life. And I keep falling for it. I fall for your lies and manipulation even when we aren't together anymore. Moral of the story, you're an abuser and I want you to please leave me alone so I can actually heal from this. I've given you 10,000 chances to not call me disgusting names and gaslight me and start arguments over nothing, even after I left you. You've damaged my mental health too far to explain, and I don't want to keep in contact with an abuser. This is unfixable. It never was fixable. You abused me. Wake up. If you continue to contact me anywhere else, I will need to take this further. Thank you. Yeah, good girl. Fucking well done, love. Yeah, well done. Is that a half an hour long voice note? My guy. This dude really... This dude spent 45 minutes crying on voice note. I didn't even know you could send voice notes that long. I thought they capped at a minute. Wow. Also, I understand the crying isn't really acceptable, nor is saying I love you. I should have left that out. It takes away from what's important, which is how I treated you. I didn't want to not reach out and apologise, though. I didn't take my responsibility for how I treated you, and I felt that wasn't right. Hey, can we talk about this? Did you hear everything? I'm so sorry, Alice. Shall I stop or are you writing? Talk about what? There's nothing to talk about. There's a lot. No, there isn't. I said my piece, you said yours. What happens now? What did you think? I wanted to try and make it right by you. I made a lot of excuses. I didn't realise how one-sided I was being. What do you mean by this? Which is a reply to what do you think? Is there no way I can work through this with you? Does that not make everything more understandable or different? I feel so conflicted about a lot of stuff. I'm sorry I didn't apologise properly before. Because I ruined it. I really was blind. Yeah, okay, so all of my previous, like, inclinations of him, like, her maybe framing this in a particular way has all gone completely out of the window now. Yeah, this is atrocious. Yeah, this is hit. So, because I ruined it, I really was blind to so much. I relied on crutches and I became what you wanted to avoid. And you did give me chances and I wanted more from you. I just wanted you to not just come back. Yeah, this is typical of this kind of person. Again, not naming any names, but I've experienced this. This is fucking heavy, man. Yeah, I know how my actions have affected you. That's the thing. I know that you can't call me because of me. If I look at you, talk about you, think about you, my heart pounds out of my chest, she says. Yeah, it's the same for me, but obviously for different reason. You can't, you can't compare that, bro. Hers heart pounding because she's terrified at the fucking thought of you. Not. And you called her dense. Yeah, nice one, kid. I would actually love to break his jaw. Genuinely, I would love to break this kid's jaw. And every day I argue with you, I pushed it back because I was so desperate for this to be easy. I didn't work for it I didn't want to work for it because I believed if you love someone, it would be that simple. But you did love me and I was making it impossible for you. And I have, and I'm still now. I can't go back and change it. I wish I could fix it. I wanted to put it right. I was so flawed, but how I was doing it. Thinking about the things we'd share, I'd think about that, and it's killing me aside. Like, I think that's what that says there. Contextually, that's the only thing that would make sense. And it's killing me inside. More voice notes that we can't hear. I told you I loved you, and then I would get so angry. Other stuff that is pointless now. I was frustrated when... So this is just this is just pause of text of him begging. Yeah. Yeah, this is all just... I had to stop you somehow. Goodbye, because you don't talk to me. I told you to calm down. You put hands on me because I was screaming. Maybe stop doing what you were doing. So I just said, don't do it. Fuck off. That's all I said. Bye. Fucking excuses to do that. Asshole. Yeah, what prick. That's not what I said. What the fuck? Dude sent her something from Amazon with an apology note. I'm deeply sorry for upsetting you and letting you down constantly. I hope one day you can forgive me and we can talk. From Alex Elmsley. It says Alex Elmsley at the top. You don't need to say your surname the second time. You could have probably just said Alex. Should have known it was you. Words hold no weight for you. And instead of actually sitting down, I just sat on it and overthought it. Yeah, I've had this conversation with my mum recently. Good. I'm ashamed, Alice. You aren't here because I didn't get help. Yeah, it seems like you fucking need it, Chief. To be perfectly honest. That and you need a slap in your mouth. I felt like it was the right thing to do, if you're upset. What would you post? I used to be abusive to my girlfriend, so she reacted and started to hate me because of it. Crazy. I'm not going to post you, that's why I'm messaging you. Okay, and what do you want? I was hoping we could leave each other alone because enough has happened and I really regret it. So why are you contacting her to say, can we leave each other alone? What this is him wanting to be able to convince himself that he's the one that left her. That's exactly what this is. I cannot read that. I will try, but... Dear Alice, I'm so sorry for not fixing my behaviour before. I'm going to need these as uncomfortable and broken as they are at the minute. I look like such a fucking knobhead with mine on. And they sit unevenly because, as I mentioned earlier on in the stream, they're broken. Right, so... Yeah. I'm so sorry for not fixing my behaviour before, and I understand this might be too late or too little. I hurt you deeply, and I will spend forever trying to make that up to you. I'm sorry for blaming you for how I acted. I didn't take responsibility for how toxic I had become. I should never have made excuses for shouting, insulting, and pulling you. I regret our last night more than anything in the world. I'm writing this because I want to show you how much I respect and am ashamed of hurting you. You are my world, and every day without you has been eye-opening to how you must have felt. I'm not looking for forgiveness. I cannot decipher for the fucking life of me what that says. I will blank. I can't read what that says. Every day trying to earn your trust. I'm writing this on the chance that I can work to be able to have that chance. I would do anything to win you back. You were right. Only I'm sorry I didn't listen. Oh, and no, does that say OML on my life? Or and? One of the two. You are the love of my life and I will never forgive myself for hurting you. I will spend... What a fucking dickhead, man. I will spend every day... I thought that said spend every day wanking. I will spend every day working towards fixing what I became, maybe? I promise to never downplay or ignore you ever again. I took time to reflect on everything and I'm making steps to put myself right. Alright. Oh, right, there we go. You're a huge fuck up. Okay, so why is this? You're a huge fuck up, whore, cunt, freak, weirdo, bitch, slimy, slag, unlovable. I don't love you anymore. Stupid. Everything I do will amount to nothing. You're on a never-ending ego trip. Breaks up with me, blocks me constantly. Called me a dog to his mum. Tells me to shut up in front of his mates. I got more important shit than you're feeling. Especially when your feelings are based on absolute wank. Yeah, all of this has been said. I was going to say, like, the notepad thing is kind of skewy. It's not evidence, but all of this has been included in the doc. Evidence of all of this. Goes to his bed, sleeping, knowing I'm sad. Says he can't be asked. He's tired and he tried. Excusing his words and insults, saying I can't take it. Feeling no remorse for the insults he said to me. Told me to cut myself again. Said he wanted to break my neck and kill me. There's something about that in the videos section. So how I'm going to do this is I'm going to read all of this because I thought there was going to be like cues for where the videos are supposed to be, where you're supposed to watch them. So how we're going to do it is we're just going to read through all of this and then watch the videos separately afterwards. I know we've already watched one, him following her after he kicked her, so it was when they broke up. Or rather, when she left him, thank God. Day 4 since moving in together, the first time he's gotten physical with me. I walked away for space 1 minute, he grabbed my hood and pulled me back onto the floor. He put me in a headlock and covered my mouth twice while arguing, calling me delusional crazy. Tells me I need to leave when I've shut myself in a room. And yeah, you've already spoken about this. In a room, telling him I need space after this all. We'll dig and dig and dig at me for hours until I break finally. I raise my voice and he looks at me, pauses and calls me crazy and psycho after pushing for a reaction. Gaslighting, manipulating arsehole. The word's manipulative there, but I'm not here to be like grammar sig heil over an abuse victim. 28th December, argued, kicked me as I walked away. I moved out after that day. Reactive abuse. So, this is a very, very grey area thing. Reactive abuse is absolutely a thing, but that doesn't make it okay. And so, as earlier, when I said that I had been no saint in my toxic relationship, that is why I'm aware of this term. So, reactive abuse is when someone puts you through so much that you then respond in kind as a coping mechanism, or at least that's my understanding of it, and what a therapist told me about it. But for me personally, I don't believe it's okay. So there is definitely more to this situation than is being shown, but by no means does that exonerate Alex in the slightest. Don't let me see you in Brighton, G. Yeah. There's so much more I could talk about, but I really don't want to relive it any longer. This was an awful toxic relationship. I should have just left 2 months in knowing and finding out the kind of person he actually is. But that's what happens when a narcissist meets an empath. They feed off of it. I had communicated my best, made him aware of what made me uncomfortable, and I wasn't listened to. In no way I am trying to make myself look as if I never said anything mean. I went through months of this horrible treatment that words like these became the normal for when arguments came about. Words held no weight towards the end. I stooped down to his level and became reckless with my language to try and prove a point of, this is how you treat me, so have it back. This is exactly what I was talking about before. This is how you treat me, so have it back. I was pushed to the point to react, and I'm so sad it got to that toxic point. To this extent, went with him saying death threats and physical acts was too far. This consisted of a lot of reactive abuse, and I lost myself. I understood he has his own mental health struggles, but it would and will never excuse the amount of trauma he has put me through. He went into this with many issues already and projected them all onto me. He knows and admits this. I want to also mention I know my mouth isn't clean. I swear for England in every sentence I speak, so I definitely give it back at times when I got tired and pushed over the edge. I feel it's necessary to add that. You can only take so much of someone belittling you and telling you they don't love you and that they hate you the whole time you're together, when you're meant to be in love, it tears you apart and changes you. Since all this has happened and public have speculated on their own from my vent posts and interactions, which I want to tell you is a cry for help, not attention, I've had threats of story manipulation from Alex. So I want to clear all these up before he gets the chance to try and victimize himself and disregard everything he's done to me. I'm not afraid to own up to anything I've done, because I only ever reacted after the abuse was drilled into me. Go away then, I hadn't messaged you in weeks. Keep it that way. But this stuff recently doesn't seem like it's going to end, and I feel like I'm being backed into a corner. For something you did? Oh no. Yeah, right? Imagine there being consequences to your actions. The people spreading this are people who already hate you. I saw your notebook posts. This was pointless. And read what you said in our messages. Yeah, my standards are low, huh? And I thought we could talk about it. Look, I let you down more than anything. Like, I don't have the words to express my sorrow without typing some Shakespeare post. I'm guessing that says some or a underneath there. We have a right to a private life. I don't want to talk about you. Then go private. Venting to your friends I understand, but this makes the situation harder for both of us and takes it to an unneeded place. It doesn't make it harder for her, mate. Like, sure, she might have to relive her feelings, but you get what's coming to you. So you're silencing me. Yeah, so you're silencing me not to say anything or confirm anything. Is that what you're saying, to be straight? Or asking to be straight? Be straight. I insulted you and I shouldn't have kicked you. Trying to pull you towards me in an argument was wrong. You keep saying this like I abused you. No, I have never actually said you abused me. I mean, good, that would be huge BS. I said it was toxic, but I understood why it had gotten there. It was toxic because of you, because of the abuse you gave. Words, feelings, actions. Everything you did was vile to me. And after, the way I texted you was wrong. No. You went out of hand. I know you want to talk to me about what I did, and I was fine with that. When it was between us. I don't. I wanted to call you and talk about it all. I didn't. Yes, anyway. Anyway, go away. Good girl. Why did you let it continue? That should have been it. You're out of there. Like what? How can this get any more out of hand? If you keep posting stuff, it will end up being a huge problem. For you. Yeah. I was just thinking that in my head as I came to that. Don't you want to move on? For us? Because it's true. For you? Yeah. There is no us. Yeah, there is no you two anymore. Alice, right now, yeah, see... Look at how differently he's communicating here, because the drama has already been implied to have started at this point, and he's trying not to kick off. This isn't the actions of a changed man. This is the actions of a man under threat of allegations right now that is trying not to be cancelled. Alice, right now you are really trying to make me say something that you were used to hurt me with. I don't want to talk about you hitting me. And I found the text about the cat. Because I didn't, and you'd be lying when you said you'd punched me. I didn't punch you over a cat. Lol, is this you saying you're going to use that? So she chinned him at some point. I didn't punch you over cat. Lol, is this you saying you're going to use that? Because do it. Then I'll post you calling me N-words and abusing me. No, I'm not. But right now you are pushing against me with witnesses. I never punched you over a cat. So she did punch him, but he's trying to claim that it was over something else. This is your argument. If I speak out about how horrible you are, and abusive you was to me, you're going to say I hit you over a cat. That's your defense for abusing me for 8 months. 8 months. Make it make sense. You don't get to hit me at all. You coming from the person who kicked her. You don't get to hit me at all. The point I'm making is we both hated it. Hated this. At this point, he's trying to use a situation with that cat and manipulate the story. I can show what really happened there. I'm very fucking glad. I was just about to ask that. At this point, he's trying to use a situation with the cat and manipulate the story. I can show what really happened here. Because I'm not going to pretend it just isn't fucking here. I am. Is that what you want? You didn't tell him what to do. You just said, don't talk to the cat. I'm 24. Yeah, you're behaving like you're 12, bruv. You say weird shit. I don't want to live with someone who is saying I can't talk to the cat. Weird shit. Be normal. Say you love it or something. Oh my god, you're actually doubling down. Look at you. Yeah, see? I'm not gonna lie. I told him to stop saying weird things to the cat. He was joking about taking him away. And why would I let someone who told me they'd break my cat's neck near my cat? Oh, okay. I told him to stop saying weird things to the cat, who was joking about taking him away. Yeah. This was an argument around mine, so there's no text. He then goes on to say I have punched him in the face over the cat. This is Delulu Island. Delulu Island is crazy. We're on now because he's trying to grab onto anything he can to create his own story. This didn't happen and I couldn't tell you where he cooked this up from. This is from an argument where he was being horrible. He had the cat in his arms and came up to me making jokes about taking him away. Alex was in my face, all over me doing this, so I pushed him off of me. I mentioned to him I don't find this funny and he carries on. I have the threat messages and the real messages at the time of the event he is trying to manipulate. Those are the same pictures from earlier. Unless, has he posted videos, like pictures of this, where he's deleted messages so that... Right. I'm guessing that is what has occurred. Because, yeah, these are the exact same messages we just read. So for it to all be... Oh. There we go. So for it to all be for nothing is hard. I'd rather not work and sit on the sofa with you all day and the cat and be peaceful. I feel like everything is collapsing. So when we wake up and everything been good and you dodge my kiss, it's hard. It really ruins my whole day. And take the cat off me. Like, it's hard. Because we don't need to do that to each other. You know you always come for me and work and money I make in, so I don't understand why this is being shown. You blew up, I didn't do anything, kicked me out over the cat, but buy you ice cream. Fuck off, lol, mental case. How can we live together if you're going to start arguments over the cat? You did that. No, I didn't. Literally, you got mad, not me. I just made a joke. You got mad. You must fucking go. You have to fucking go. I said don't say weird shit like he's going to be taken away, idiot. We cannot live together. Fuck off with this, my god. I'll get my own cat. Never said you can't talk to it. You're infuriating. Bye. You fucking pushed me. It was a fucking joke. Off of me. Off of me. And you're doubling down. That's you, Lamau. I'm doing what you told me to. Idiot. Look, I think I'm completely in my right to say I don't want to be with someone who's going to harass me over the cat. I'd rather not be in that situation. I don't harass you. Yes, you do. I got you off of me. Because it's weird. When I said I don't find it funny. Well, if just talking to the cat is weird, then you have to leave my house. There are so many cases where I end up taking Bear into another room, saying that taking the cat off him is starting an argument when I only did it after he had said weird things. To him. Acts like a child had his toy taken away, when realistically I was uncomfortable with him being near my cat after saying what he does. These texts are also after the first time he dragged me in an argument. So I'm very unapologetic in everything I say, and toxic back. You can see how things get worse, and I stop caring about my words because I'm constantly drained, daily, hearing this abuse in person. It took a toll on me and my mental health. The last story he will manipulate is from September in his old flat. We're in a heated argument, screaming at each other where he was in my face, belittling me for everything I do or have ever done. Calling me horrible names, every insult you could think of came out of his mouth to me. Whore, slag, bitch, nobody. I started crying and he looks at me with a straight face and sighs and calls me boring and laughs. I end up defending myself. I slapped him in the face. You see, while I'm very glad you did it, I don't think you should have. Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not going to try and act like I'm a better person than that. I'm glad you slapped him. But he was screaming in my face, abuse. I was backed into a corner not knowing what to do. This happens, then I grab my things and leave the flat and call my friend to tell them everything that just happens. Alex bans me to come back and I end up giving in and going back because I'm scared. Fucking hell. And all of this happened in 8 months. Hate this, you hate this. And hurting each other more. Because it's true, isn't going to make it right. And people seeing you for you. You said you slapped me yesterday. Yes, I slapped your face one time. Name a girl who hasn't slapped a huge arsehole. And people are seeing you for you. Well, I mean, on that, Alice, there's a whole equal rights, equal lefts movement going right now. You should always be very careful about hitting people. It's, yeah. But yeah, some people deserve a smack in the face though. And people are seeing you for you. And you said you slapped me yesterday. I was dreadful. Yes, I slapped your face. Yeah, I just read that. I know I was, and I'm ashamed of everything. But coming after my life. That's your defence. My girlfriend slapped me after I abused her. Alright, so we're at the end here. For legal and obvious reasons. So she does seem to be trying to get him put in the nick. Right, that's good. Or at least that seems to be the implication here. For legal and obvious reasons, I won't attach all the evidence I have, but in due time it may be made public. He has tried to get me to stay quiet online and has suggested he would deny all of this. If this happens, I will release more undeniable evidence. So, from here, let's move to the videos.
Thing about you, and this is the thing.
This one is titled Dog. So,
thing about you, and this is the thing. This is why I fucking go round and round in circles. I join call, and when I'm getting, you're talking to me, going, this is the thing. Even though now, when it's too fucking late, you admit that you did everything fucking wrong. But when it actually matters, when you should lay down like a good fucking dog, you don't fucking do it. You fight for some reason. I don't know why you fight, because you're losing, because you end up admitting that you fucked it all up anyway. So it's just fucking weird. And I know that you're going to end up admitting that you fucked it all up, which is why it's easy.
What a shithead. Alright, so we've watched that I'm following after he kicked me and I'm packing my things, but here's the next one. I'm going to bash your fucking head against a wall.
Sorry first.
With a brick.
So I'm a fucking whore mouth bitch retard cunt.
Is it generally because you're just fucking brain dead?
Yeah, I'm very brain dead, yeah.
Is that why you decided to go on the fucking offensive instead of the,
Didn't go on the
maybe...
offensive.
Hang on for a second. Now, God forgive me for this. But if that's her picture, What the fuck is she doing with a goblin-looking geezer like ImAllexx? But
You decided to go on the fucking offensive instead of
listen,
sorry first.
So I'm a fucking whore mouth bitch retard cunt.
Is it generally because you're just fucking brain dead?
Yeah, I'm very brain dead, yeah.
Is that why you decided to go on the fucking offensive instead of the
Didn't go on the
maybe?
offensive.
Okay. I don't know what to call what you did. It was weird. It's always weird. You always take the fucking weird route. Just do the normal route, which is just do the normal route, but a normal girlfriend
You're
would do. And
acting
go,
like
I
this
didn't
is
I didn't
all
mean
just
it.
me, and that's something you really need to fucking fix.
I'm gonna fucking bash your fucking head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the fuck up. Because this one, genuinely, this one.
can we talk about the fact that he's almost why is he like using a YouTube setup?
You fucked this royally.
did.
Fucked this.
Wow. But yeah, no, she's really pretty. She could do so much better than that. It wasn't your fault. This one is titled.
Sorry, my phone cut off.
Oh Christ! That's a 24-minute voice note.
Except.
We'll listen to this one last. This one's titled "That's Why I'm Pro and You're All Not."
What judging mental is. I think I may have said like 100 times to the point where it's actually really hard to follow what I'm saying because it's so flexible. I've gone.
Also, I love how organised her Discord is. Mine could never be like this. Mine's all over the place, and I'm in like 300 servers.
What judging mental is. I think I may have said like 100 times to the point where it's actually really hard to follow what I'm saying because it's so flexible. I've gone. You could do this, but you might be able to do that. But you might be able to do that. And you might be able to do this, and this might work, but you might be able to do that. And it sounds fucking mental. I don't even understand how you could possibly actually follow along to it. Like most of my friends struggle to actually understand what I'm saying. But that's why I'm a professional and you're all not. And then when you go, I don't like this. It's a
Twat. This is won't leave me alone. Ah! So, what I said earlier, what I would have liked her to have done, is exactly here. I said she should have video scrolled. She should have video screen recorded, scrolled. Yeah, okay, so this is right. Yeah, so she attached those earlier, right? Because I made the Kakashi joke about that, didn't I? Which I know I shouldn't be joking while this is very serious. I've got a very gallows humor kind of thing. I like, yeah. I have a very gallows humor vibe.
massive issues there. Like massive issues there. And you think you can just fucking ignore them because like, well, what's the worst that can happen? I don't know. Your boyfriend's a fucking famous internet celebrity and doesn't.
What a cunt! Oh dear, brother, bro.
Your boyfriend's a fucking famous internet celebrity. I don't know. Your boyfriend's a fucking famous internet celebrity. Can happen. I don't know. Your boyfriend's a fucking famous internet celebrity and doesn't trust these people because he has to keep his circle small. Because you might not have anything to fucking lose, because your life might be down the fucking drain, but I still have quite a lot that I would like to fucking give. You're making it incredibly fucking hard for me. Just like Lewis did.
Yeah.
I fucking hate all of you. You guys are fucking like I can't make any videos of Paul Breach.
You can hear the defeat in her voice. That's horrible, man. That is actually genuinely mortifying. how defeated she sounds.
Might be down the fucking drain, but I still have quite a lot that I would like to fucking give. You're making it incredibly fucking hard for me. Just like Lewis did.
Yeah.
I fucking hate...
It's horrible. Absolutely horrible how defeated she sounds.
You're making it incredibly fucking hard for me. Just like Lewis did.
Yeah.
I fucking hate all of you. You guys are fucking like I can't make any videos with Paul Breach.
Fucking hell. Right. I don't know about sitting and listening to 24 minutes of It Wasn't Your Fault audio. I'm going to go to the, or at least not right this second. I'm going to go to the toilet, make a drink, and yeah, then we'll put this one on. Sorry, I didn't mean to put like my nuts in the camera. Yeah, so I'll have like a think about it. I'm going to go to the toilet. We're going to do the Hassan Piker bit again, and yeah. I'll think on it, because I don't know about listening to 24 minutes of listening to some loser beg for his girl back that he's abused. I am back. And yes, we are going to listen to this.
Sorry, my phone cut off. It wasn't acceptable behaviour, like in any way, shape or form. It was insane. Like, I guess I've just been stuck in that cycle for so long that I felt like I could do no wrong. I felt like I was the fucking, oh, look at me, I do all this fucking work and I do everything and I try and do this and, just nobody's appreciative and, I know you appreciated it and I know that you appreciated the effort that I used to put in. And then I just stopped because I had you and you're my girlfriend and we live together, and the more further we got through our relationship, the less effort I put in. You know, and if it wasn't for you leaving, I might never, ever have changed my ways. I might have just continued on like that.
So I'm thinking this is, contextually, this was supposed to be played during the voice note where I laughed. I was like, oh, it's 45 minutes of him crying voice notes. I think this is where that's supposed to be. So no, at this point you didn't change your ways. Melt.
At the end of the day, the only thing that's important is that I didn't listen to you. You were right. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. I was impossible to work with. I didn't make it easy. I constantly thought inwards about myself and not about you and what was going on. I didn't make any attempts to change. I didn't make any attempts to fix my life. I made excuses. And it got to the point where I wanted to be alone, because if I was alone, nobody could tell me that I was fucking up and that I was doing anything wrong. And for the first week that you weren't here, I just spent the entire week doing nothing. And after that week, I realised just kind of like how fucked up my life was, and I have made attempts to try and fix it. You know, I have a schedule, I take out the bins, I look after the cats. You know, I'm like a functioning person. I go out for my bike ride. I've been sorting out my doctor's appointment.
All just basic living, human being things that need to be done, by the way.
Even though it's bloody hard in the middle of fucking nowhere. I am just like so frustrated because I've been doing all of that, but then I've been getting on with you, and instead of like apologizing, I've been trying to just be like, oh no, look, I'm good now. Like, I'm perfectly fine now. I'm like a person. Everything's great. And I realise that must come across as like so dismissive to you. Or also like, why is he doing that stuff now? Why is he being like this now? Why couldn't it have been like this back then? And then you get upset or angry, which is fine and understandable. Or I do something to upset and anger you, like following some fucking idiot on Twitter or Instagram, some woman. And, yeah, you must think like, oh, this guy's like, he's just a fucking cunt. And he's being a cunt, and he's not stopping being a cunt, and he's not going to...
Because you are.
He's not going to apologise for what I did, and he's not going to try and make it work with me. He just kind of wants me to be here. He doesn't want to lose me. I was trying to be, like, too cool and nonchalant at points, and then I would let it slip how uncool and how not well I was taking everything, and by that I mean my behaviour. I haven't been lashing out at you because of the fact that you left me.
I would also just like to note that this all very much reads scripted. He's written this, and this, like, you can just tell. Like, I'm sorry, I'm reading from a script, and I'm like narrowing my nose so that it sounds like I'm crying. And yeah, no, I don't buy this for a second. This is so fake.
But lashing out at you because of the fact that
because of the way things are worded. Like, he's not this wordy in his videos, or at least not the ones I've seen.
He didn't fix my stuff. And I think what's worse, I'm being completely honest here, because I don't want to leave anything off the table at this point, is that, like, I generally had a conversation, like, with my friends a few months ago just about, like, how much I feel like, you know, I've just, like, I don't feel good about myself. And I would wake up a lot of the times when I was with you, and I'd think, I knew that I, like, didn't deserve to still be with you.
No, you didn't.
And instead of fixing it, I was just like, oh, I've already fucked it anyway. I became worse. Like, I sabotaged it. And it was intentional, because I knew that I was being shitty. And I just thought, oh, it's already too late. And it's really fucking piss poor. Obviously, it wasn't as clean cut as that. A lot of this stuff has been really complicated to work out, you know, because I blow hot and cold. You've seen me. I'm apologising 1 minute, shouting the next. Angry 1 minute, please come here, hold me. You know. It's like, I just feel like I've been really battling through this very weird thing. Also, you know, with issues we'd have, you did this. Oh, wait, no, I see you didn't. It's okay, don't worry about it, forget about it. But it doesn't matter. I opened up a wound, and it scars, and the scar is always there. Just because I feel okay about it now doesn't mean that you did. And when I used to say stuff about, like, why can't we just move on? It's because I felt like I felt like I was comfortable. And I didn't make the effort to see if you were. And if you weren't, because I was, I didn't understand why you couldn't be. Now, I don't really know what that is. But I know that it's wrong. And I know that I knew of it. And to be honest, I thought that at a certain point, when I was sleeping on the sofa and stuff, I convinced myself that that's what you wanted. You obviously didn't. So I'm not saying you wanted it. And I...
See, there. The tonal shift instantly. The minute that he's trying to admit something that he doesn't like, or the narrative doesn't suit him. Yeah, it's so totally scripted and he's faking it. Like, all the tears. Because notice the sniffles are completely gone.
Did it? As in, I convinced myself because I was making an excuse for myself.
There, that just sounds like he's playing normal speaking voice. This is all fake.
Not as in, I was doing it for you. I don't mean any... If I say anything along those lines, that's not how I mean it. I wasn't doing it for you, I was doing it for me. It was easier to avoid you. I wasn't putting the effort in. Because you obviously had said, like you have on this, like, give me time to come back, talk properly, apologise, I need time to process stuff. And I wasn't doing it. And then I started doing it almost like out of spite. Like, I started doing it being like, oh, yeah, well, I'm sleeping on the sofa now. Isn't this what you wanted? Isn't this what you wanted me to go away? Because I'm such a fuck up? It was like self-pitying, self-absorbed bullshit. And, yeah, it's just really, like, fucked up thing to do to you at the end of the relationship. So I know why you left, because at that point, there was, like, no love.
She left because you kicked her, mate.
At least I wasn't showing it anyway. A kiss when you're playing League probably was more annoying than anything, because you know I was probably doing it to avoid our problems. You know, I got too reliant on you putting me in my place and then you forgiving me. Like, it just became a cycle. I allowed you to be the fixer-upper of our relationship, and it wasn't right, you know? And then I made everything worse.
Right, so just a quick note, for anyone who is watching this, that, well, as I've said, for religious reasons, I don't condone relationships or anything like that. If you are in a relationship and things are getting tough, there can't just be one fixer-upper in a relationship, as Alex is trying to say here. You both have to work on things. Like, two people can move a sofa real easy. But if one person's trying to move it, it's nearly impossible. Just think about that.
There's so much more that I could go into detail about and talk about. I don't know. Really, like, there's a lot. It's sometimes, like, hard to keep on track, and, you know, but I feel like...
Yeah, Mr. Gamer, like, it's so fake, this. Like he'll be doing this fake tear-uppy nonsense and then just instantly being in his normal speaking voice.
you know, that's something that I wanted to say on top of everything. I just want to make it really clear that, like, it's like it was me. And anything that I said before in any argument, I have looked back at all of them. I went back and read them. I read old iMessages from us from the beginning of the last year. I could see how I caused everything. Jealous about you playing games with your friends because I wanted you to dedicate your life to me. You know, not in a fucking weird way. I just, like...
Bro thinks he's Andrew Tate. Dedicate your life to me!
I wanted to run off into the sunset with you. I was madly in love. But probably, you know, I had...
No, you were obsessed. You weren't in love with this girl.
Oh, fuck, my toe. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ow,
Good.
fucking hell. I was madly in love, and I wanted to just fucking keep you as my own. I don't want anybody else to have you.
Notice the turn, the coin of phrase, the language used. Keep you. It very much reinforces that dog viewing. You know, not sitting here trying to act like... Yeah, exactly, Mr. Gamer. Is like, clearly you haven't learned. It's why this expose is happening. You know? Like, I tell you what I would give to get this lad in the ring with me for just one round.
Have your time or anything. And, yeah, it's fucked up because, like, now I understand it. Like, when I started playing games with my mates, I didn't have... At the time, I was just working.
Mr. Mouth, why'd you retract that message? I totally agree with you.
Like, I was jealous of what you had, and I wanted to be involved because my friends had stopped playing games ages ago. Like, it didn't really talk. Like, everybody had moved away. Like, at the time we met, the only thing I had going was making YouTube videos and you. And, you know, that's why for the first, like, 3-4 months, like, I was just, like, constantly obsessed. And then I did try to make it more healthy. That's why I started playing games with my friends. But even then, like, I started to do that at the point where I should have been giving you more attention. Like, I was doing everything in the wrong order. And for the wrong reasons. And I am deeply sorry for that. And I just wanted to make that clear that I can see every single direction where I went wrong. And obviously there's more stuff that upset you. You know, and, you know, my behaviour recently, like, after that, you know, that's just a horrible misplace of my own ego. Like, I have wanted you to run back to me. And I wanted you to, you know, be forgiving. And I wanted you to just kind of go, yeah, that's good enough, Alex, you've tried, or we'll work on it. And you did do that. It's the worst part, is you did do that. And at the time, I wanted so much more. I was, like, so desperate for you to just, like, fucking come back home. That anything else that wasn't that just made me so frustrated because, you know, I felt like it was slipping away, but not just that. I felt like, you know, I even said to you, like, I'm worried that I haven't got to a place. I was still being vicious and lashing out at you and being angry. But I was, like, using it as, like, an excuse to fucking do it. Being like, look, I might do it. Like, it was like, it was blackmail. Like, I was being like, you should call me, because if you don't call me, you're going to lose the apology, and I'm going to be all angry. And it's because I couldn't control my emotions at all. And I wasn't trying to. I wanted to. I felt like anytime you pulled away, I wanted to just burn everything down. That was just where my brain went to. Just fuck everything. Yeah. Obviously, I'm not at that place anymore. But I was for, like, 4 fucking months. So that's way
Yeah, he's definitely trying to, like, listening in with headphones and shit. He is definitely trying to make himself sound sad.
too long. obviously there were points where I was doing better, but I wanted you to move at my pace. And obviously I was sprinting because I did know the damage I'd done. So I was trying to push you too fast and further than you wanted by showering you in gifts and sending you messages and trying to call you and being like, let's meet up and all of that. I should have done it all in the first week. I'm really deeply sorry that it took me this long to really reflect properly on everything. I was still victimizing myself, and it was wrong of me, and I should not have made that even more of an issue for you. Just really I really wasn't responsible. I wasn't being responsible, I mean. Because I was responsible, but I wasn't being responsible for your feelings.
My guy, you are not being responsible in any sense of the term. At any point in there. Be it for her emotions, for your own living conditions, apparently. It took you until the beginning of this voice note to even start doing your bins, bruv. Fuck off.
And, you know, I can't believe that I was, how I was thinking. I'm sorry that this is super long on top of everything I've already sent you. I'll cut it here and wait for you to respond, and then, maybe I'll send more or whatever. I just want you to know that it's not your fault. And it wasn't your responsibility to fix me. And it wasn't your responsibility. Like, I only came to this conclusion because I had to do it myself. Like, I had to go through this to get to this point, to figure this out. You didn't have to. You don't have to be a part of this. You don't have to have this happen. I should have done this in my own time, on my own accord. But I chose to bury my issues before fixing them. But it's not you. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Like, you're not responsible for this. You're not responsible for what happened. You tried your best. It's nothing to do with you. It's not because there's something wrong with you. It's not because you're lesser. Or because you have issues. It's not because of that. Like, you were fine. It's not because you... It's not because of you. It's nothing to do with you. You were so open with me about so many things. I knew how you felt about all the stuff that I used to make excuses as to why I was feeling that way. Sorry. Like, I knew how you felt about everything. We spoke about everything. We covered everything. We buried everything. We'd have conversations about everything. It took me to meet your friends to stop being a fucking bitch about them. That's not acceptable. You shouldn't have been a bitch about them in the first place. They were lovely people. I trusted them. Obviously, the recent stuff was kind of sucks, but that wasn't your fault. And, you did actually tell me, and you were upfront and honest about it, which is more than I could say for how I've been. And instead, I used that to call you a liar. So I understand why you, I understand it's my fault why we have a lot of all of the issues. Sorry, not a lot. I'm not trying to let myself get off the hook. All of them. And with work and stuff, I know that you were just trying to enjoy it. And I was making it unenjoyable for you because I wasn't having fun. So I believed that everybody else shouldn't have fun and that you shouldn't have fun. And that I convinced myself that life is miserable and life is fucking putting up with stuff. And, you know, I just remember moments with you where I was my happiest and, you know, sat in your bedroom.
Yeah, that is so fake. That is so fake. If you were tonally going that like nasal and quiver, like your voice would actually be quivering, but it's not. Like this is genuine crocodile tears here.
It's me and you just lying there together, and you know, it should have been that all the time. And when we got bare, or you got bare, sorry, still doing it, you know, just how happy I was for you, because I thought it would help you heal. But I was right there just making stuff worse. I made them, you know, even your relationship with the cat, like, I was upsetting you. And because I was being selfish and being like, why doesn't she, you know, I was like, why doesn't she want to share the cat with me? And it's because of the way that I was acting. And I knew that, by the way, it's not me, I didn't just figure that out. Like, I knew that back then. I was like, oh, of course she's going to take the cat away from me. I'm being a dick. Why would she want a cat near me? She doesn't want the cat to be attached to me because she probably wants to leave. And I felt that at the time, and instead of doing anything about it, I just fucking moped and sulked. Like a fucking child.
Yes, that's exactly what you are, Alex Elmsley, a fucking child.
I'm sorry for getting emotional. I'm just really angry at myself. Because you were the best. And I was the fucking... Oh, God. But you were... You know...
Seeing as you didn't say the words, an animal. That's what you were.
And even all the way back to when you said that stuff about the bipolar disorder. And I was mean. I read that text the other day. And I'm so angry. Like, why was I like that to you? I know what I meant at the time, but I was making it about me. And you said that, you knew that. And I did apologise back then. But I didn't change any behaviour. Like, I saw you say that and I thought, oh, she's gonna... That's an excuse for why she doesn't text me. That's an excuse for why she doesn't want to talk to me. Because I was down your throat. And in reality, you were just trying to say it's not my fault and I'm doing my best. But instead I thought you were using it because I so convinced myself that like, you were out of my league and that I didn't deserve you.
Because she is.
And also that I was going to fuck it up. Like,
because you did.
I convinced myself that you were always looking for a way out. When in reality, you just wanted me to be normal. You didn't want my money. You didn't want anything from me, apart from me to just be what I could be all the time. And I'm so sorry, Alice. I'm so sorry. I let you down. And, I don't deserve to be forgiven.
There, that's real.
I don't deserve it.
You can hear the difference. Earlier, that was so fake and clear. What he's done is he's tried to work himself up to this point.
Anything. I should be held accountable for my mistakes.
And look where we are.
To you, it was wrong. And I'm sorry, but it's taken you to do everything in your power to really make me understand it.
Understand it.
I really held on to the last minute to not do this. Like, I tried my best to avoid this. And I don't know why, because if I'd have done it, if I'd have actually just truly been like, I fucking suck, I just didn't want to admit it because honestly, I had convinced myself that my ego was the only thing that was keeping me going. I'd convinced myself it was the only reason I...
That might be the cope of the century. That shit again. That might actually be the most high that might actually be weapons grade copium right there.
And I don't know why, because if I'd have done it, if I'd have actually just truly been like, I fucking suck, I just didn't want to admit it because honestly, I had convinced myself that my ego was the only thing that was keeping me going.
Yeah, weapons grade copium right there.
I'd convinced myself it was the only reason I was working. I'd convinced myself it was the only reason why I could get anything done. And that if I didn't have my ego, then I wouldn't be able to work. And I'd give up on everything. And I'd quit. And then, I'd give up on life. And I'd just be this fucking mopey loser. When in reality, I think if I'd have just given up on everything, I would have been happy with you. But instead... I convinced myself that this fucking terrible behaviour was powering me like a fucking machine. And I told myself that without it, I would not be able to work and make myself do stuff because I beat myself up all the time to work. I don't do it for fun. I wasn't doing anything out of enjoyment. I was doing it like, I've got to fucking do this. If I don't do this, I'm going to get in trouble. I'm going to fuck stuff up. Nobody's going to want to be around me, nobody's going to be friends with me. But in the process, I was just pushing you away. And like you said it the other day, that you'd rather have nothing and be happy than have everything and be miserable. And, I would do anything in the world to...
Alhamdulillah. That's exactly the kind of mentality to have. Absolutely. Having everything in the world is nothing if you're not happy. There's a very famous quote that is attributed to John Lennon, but it's often claimed to have to be fugazi. But allegedly, John Lennon, when he was younger, as we all were in British schools, asked what he wanted to be when he grew up, and he said happy, and the teacher told him he didn't understand the assignment, and he said they didn't understand life. Allegedly, he said that, but I heard about that when I was 10, I think, and that's always been my outlook. I don't care for anything other than being and making other people happy, because that's what makes the world go round, really. It's not money. It's not anything like that. You've got people who are living much, much better lives that have nothing, that don't want anything, but they crack on with a smile. And I think that's beautiful.
To have absolutely nothing right now apart from you. I would trade all of this, everything here, because it's worth nothing. It's not worth fucking anything. It's just built on being miserable. You were the only thing I had that I actually enjoyed. And I convinced myself that somehow that loads of it was fake and wrong, and I used it to hurt you. I'm going to leave this here. I don't know what you'll have to say, and I understand, really, whatever happens. I'm not going to hold anything against you. It's not your fault. I don't hold any of it against you. I don't hold anything. I understand. I do. And I'm sorry for crying.
You didn't actually cry, bruv. Shut
It's just that, when I start, I don't open up ever because I have kind of shut all of this stuff down for so long. I hadn't cried in forever. The only time I ever cried is when I apologised to you, and that was because I realised kind of how much I'd fucked stuff up, and, seeing you hurt is just the worst. I don't want that. I don't want to see you hurting. I want that less than anything in the world. And I'm sorry for putting you through so much.
Right, so with that all having been said, that is kind of it from here. As yeah, that's everything in the Google Doc. Just gonna quickly move this over to be my other monitor while I sign off. If I can do that with OBS. Yeah, it's just a count. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's that was the whole Alex Elmsley, ImAllexx situation, everything contained in the Google document. Yeah, there's absolutely heinous stuff. And I really hope he gets what's coming to him. I mean, I'm not even slightly in the position to be able to get it. But what I would give to get on a Misfit card with him, he wouldn't make it. He wouldn't make it a minute and a half. And if by some 1 in 100,000 chance that Alice, you're watching this, I'm truly sorry for everything you had to go through there. People like that aren't the bulk of humanity, and there is good in the world. And for anyone who has gone through similar, like me, in the past, don't give up hope in people. There are disgusting human beings in every walk of life, but there are also people that are the equivalents of angels. And for you to have had to have gone through this and not have come out having killed him, Alice, I think you're one of them. And to anyone not involved in the situation that has been through something else, feel free to reach out to me at any point. I believe my email address is on my channel header. My Discord channel is readily available, which if you don't want to join the whole Discord, you feel free to go in there and private message me and then leave again, whatever. This isn't me trying to shill my Discord, because in reality there's like 4 people in there. This is more about being a decent person and being there for people, because some people that have watched my channel and have seen my comment section, I'm all about positivity. I'm all about happiness and helping other people and just overall being productive. So yeah, if ever you need someone to talk to and you feel like you don't have someone and you've seen this video, please message me on Discord or email or leave a comment saying you need someone to talk to. The second I see it, I will respond. That is a promise. Now, with that being said, my heart is kind of heavy on this. I'm very tired. And I'm going to get off now. So, thank you all for watching. I'm not going to do the whole like, subscribe thing jazz, because I think that would be in poor taste right now. So wherever you are in the world, if you have been watching this, have a wonderful day. I've been 6 Pals Sky Ken, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.